Welcome back to Collider Live, the best show on the damn YouTubes. We got a Rina, Reilly, Rocha, Roxy
Oh my God.
kind of day.
We got
some
away.
pinky ass mics. And Cody.
And Alex.
And Alex. To Rina, the most evil of them all. What's up this morning?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, gracias. We got to hang out last night.
That's very true. We went to that Jewell screening that Rocha went to like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
No.
You were there a long time ago.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
3 weeks feels like 3 months.
Nowadays with award season, with these screenings are coming fast and furious, yes, I can see that.
John Rocha, what's happening that we're bringing you on so often? Are we trying to merge you into the show?
I love this show. I love coming on whenever
we love
you guys
having you.
I love having you, dude.
Every single time in our chain. It's Rocha? Yeah, Rocha. Yeah. Mark Reilly in the house, everyone.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, I don't know if that's working for you. I don't know if the finger
Are you pointing?
Points. Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. Nobody does.
Just fucking
None of
move
us
on.
do. It's
really
all good.
not fine.
Yeah.
Cody and Alex, our booth boys. What's going on?
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Alex.
Hi.
Brief question for everybody in here and in the booth. Have you guys ever thought about how oranges work?
What?
Okay.
All right, well, it was fun. I had a blast.
Okay,
so much.
thanks, guys.
We'll
See you
flip
tomorrow.
that on Collider
That's the
Day.
show, yeah. Okay.
Yo, last night I was like kind of freaking out because
Wait, how oranges work? Let me just.
can't. Oh, did he mute us?
I thought he
no,
did.
just
yeah.
doesn't want to hear my thing, but I'm going to give it anyway.
No, I really am interested
this
as
is-
to why
this
you're
is
thinking
what's up.
about this.
Like oranges?
So what's funny is we actually had a meeting yesterday where I was telling you guys that I'm like the most basic bitch stoner of all time. Like if I ever get high, it's like ooh the universe, am I right?
Right,
Like
right.
and there's no subtlety to it.
Yeah.
But last night we came home from Jewell and I was like I really want to try to get a good sleep tonight because I've not been sleeping at all. So I'm smoking my weed pen and I go to have a clementine because I have those
They're the best.
the cuties or
They're
whatever.
delicious.
I go to grab one, and I was just like, wow, how the fuck did nature do this? Like, it is not like an apple or banana where there's one peel and then one thing inside. But think about it. But how did, like,
I feel like your dad right now.
rocks. No, he would be like, right?
But why is there a difference between that
Because
and
there's-
any other
think
fruit
about all
that the
the
universe
individual
created?
pieces inside of the one thing. That shit's weird. You don't think so?
Like the cutie is weird, but not the
No,
apple and
oranges
the
too.
banana.
No, because that's one in one, as opposed to many in one. Like, why is an orange not one thing? Orange. You know what I'm
But
saying?
not every slice is the same.
No, I know. That's the weirder part.
We are an orange in here. This is the
No, because
container.
we didn't
Are you trying to make her
Or slice.
higher?
No, we didn't
Is
grow.
that your
It's not like
goal
we were
here,
all in
John?
one womb.
We didn't all grow?
We didn't all grow in one womb
I
together.
see
Like
your
they're all
points.
in one thing. You get what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
That's weird. So a couple different things on that. Tried to research whether they're all.
How much did you spend
You dug
researching
in.
this?
Yo, I
Holy
did, I did
shit.
not get extra sleep. In fact, this is what happens sometimes.
The fucking orange in your head just kept you up all
But I
night.
tried to think about like the seed situation, right?
Oh.
Are each one of those little things a different seed inside, and then they grow individual pieces with their own skin, or is it all grows one, and then the skin things come into it, like, and then separate?
You know
You
that
know?
episode of The Simpsons when Lisa drinks the water?
Yes.
And then this is what's
I am
happening
the
here.
lizard queen. That's what you're doing right now.
It's kind of weird though, right?
Like you're like Jim
yeah.
You're like Jim Morrison, but like without the talent.
Wait,
like,
but I'm dead,
And
I'm
with an
dead
orange.
serious.
Yeah.
You do or don't think it's
serious.
weird?
I mean, I think
It's weird.
I think the creation of food is
It's
weird.
weird. It's crazy.
Who was the first person to go,
Oh, yeah.
what is this? Pop it open, eat it, and go,
But like you,
and pass it on to everybody
Right,
else.
because that's
That
how I
shit
go
is
every
wild.
time I take a bite out of something.
but honestly,
Gooey
like
food.
somebody, how did you even know you were hungry? You were like, oh, I have this weird feeling, and also I might die if I don't all of a sudden eat that thing on the ground
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
chew and swallow.
We gotta bring in the first person that ever existed to interview them and ask them about it.
That shit's weird.
It is.
We could just probably clone them and just
I know,
bring
but
them in.
but you know what?
That should be a good
If you're
collateral
talking
bit.
about
Yeah.
high thoughts, then I just think about how my brain is functioning right now, and like there's words coming out of my mouth, right?
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Yeah,
That's crazy
I don't know
too.
how that works because I'm too dumb to come up with words, and they just come out. I don't know how that happens.
Alex, you feel me? Jafeel.
Well,
Totally.
if you go further with it, because this is what obsesses
Do we
me.
need to?
No.
Yes.
is watching cooking shows. I'm amazed
Oh, yeah.
at people's innate ability to know what spices mix with what to create, like the old recipes,
Yeah.
my mom's recipe of this or that. How do you know what to combine with what?
Yeah, but that's a learned behavior, man, because like you can taste
you don't
and
think it's
then
instinctive?
so for some people, but then I think
Yeah.
you also like she knows that this and that go well together because she's tried that before, you
Right.
know, and maybe something else didn't go well together. But this stuff, I don't understand anything. I've decided recently because then I was like, but how does my computer work? And then that's a whole.
But
different
that's how.
thing.
But then maybe we're all computers.
No, that's not true.
How do you know? How do you know it's not like the Matrix?
How
Or
do you know the
Invisibles, I
orange
guess?
skin doesn't come later after the orange has grown? You don't.
You're a carbon-based unit. Yes, very true.
That but why do you know that though? Because that was found out by scientists.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
Who are imperfect.
Yes.
We don't know that. They could.
Oh.
Oh, is
He
this
got
Cody?
he got mad at us and he cut the whole thing.
Okay.
I
he
don't.
doesn't
I don't
like it.
actually think. It's,
I don't think he cut us.
Oh, I think we broke.
We broke
I
the
haven't done a
system.
single thing. Are you guys headphones?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
buzzing.
can you
Yeah.
still hear us?
Oh yeah. You
Oh,
guys are good.
word.
I thought you
Cool.
muted us.
All right, I'm
haven't
just
done
going to
shit.
take these off and continue with the show.
All right.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons I was so heady last night
Yeah.
was because I'm watching Crisis on Infinite Earths right
You
now.
are.
Did you watch the third episode?
I did not. Lindley came down with walking pneumonia yesterday.
Whoa.
And I was supposed to go to
Oh.
a friend's house
Holy
and watch
shit,
it with a
dude.
bunch of friends, and I just completely just was like, you what? I was at a podcast recording, and I had planned to go over to see it. And then I got the text from Lindley. She's like, I'm at urgent care in Santa Monica. They say it's walking pneumonia. And I just took off and went to go
man.
take care of her last night. It was tough to leave her this morning, but so
Let
you'll
me ask you
excuse
this.
me.
Is
I'm
she
going to watch
patient
it.
zero?
She isn't. Ken Knapsack.
Oh,
Ken Knapsack!
Damn
So
you.
she got it from you, though.
She got it from me, though, taking
Yeah,
care of me the
okay.
last week.
Is she okay?
She's okay. She's staying home, thank God. Like, I'm telling her to stay home the rest of the week. But yeah, so that's why I didn't see Craig. I was supposed to go with a bunch of friends to see it.
Well, I'm going to talk a little Crisis,
Please
but
do.
it's definitely why I was in my head and getting stoned too, because it was like this
Well,
stuff
it's a superhero
is,
show.
but this shit is crazy, man. The alt timelines and Earths wild.
Yeah.
And the way that they're showing it, the third episode was the best episode so far. We're on a break until January. But there's something about it that they're really touching on, which is making you question like how you are with yourself and which version of you, and are there multiple versions of you at once, and what is the realist, especially
Like a
Black
Spider-Verse
Lightning
style.
going in. Yeah, kind of. They did a really excellent job, and I'm liking what they're doing, as you know from last episode, with the 7. We
Yeah.
have to get the 7. I forget what it's the 7 disciples,
Yeah,
not
something
whatever,
like that, yeah.
whatever they are, and figuring out who they are and how we get them. There's a couple cool reveals in this one. I don't want to spoil for you, but learning where they come from, and I just think that they're all doing such a great job on the show. Like I don't know. I thought that it was going to be more for people who don't watch. I don't know if you guys would enjoy it as
Right.
much.
I mean, the stuff I've seen, like I said, I'm like, I get it. I get why people enjoy it. It's just not the type of, because there's so much content out there. If I have to pick something, that's not like my top. Mostly because I'm like, oh, that's something that if I've seen everything I wanted to see, I can feel like a kid from the 90s and watch a show that looks like it's from the 90s, right? That's kind of how I feel about it. And definitely take a hit up the pen. 'Cause,
Thank you. I will
Yeah.
do that after.
I'm definitely interested in all my Supermen running around, and that's what interests me. But it feels daunting because I haven't seen a show ever at the CW. So as a hypocrite and liar about this whole Crisis thing,
Yes, that's true.
as you know,
Definitely.
I might binge these 3 now that they're done
Before
before
January.
January, just to see how I feel, see
How
if I
long
can
is
keep
it
up.
On the app. you
How
can
long
do
is
that.
it
Yeah.
going to be? Like, how many episodes
So
is
it's
it supposed
5
to be?
episodes.
Okay.
So 3 now, 2 in Jan.
Okay.
And they took the spots of the CW show, so it's like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then when we come back, I guess they're probably going to do a Wednesday. I don't know, Thursday. I'm not sure exactly the
Okay.
schedule, but they're taking like Flash's spot, Arrow's spot, Supergirl's spot. But
And are all the cameos like basically spoilers, or do people know
no,
that all
we
these
knew
people
a lot.
are showing
Like
up?
tonight, there was I guess it's a semi-spoiler, but we knew he was coming. Lucifer makes
Right.
an appearance on the
Yeah.
show
'Cause he's great.
last night, which I was so excited about because I am obsessed with him and the show in general. Because you guys know Lucifer, like #Save Lucifer. I feel
Yeah.
like not to take all of the credit, but I did that.
That's fine. You
I
did
worked really
save
hard on
Lucifer
it.
hashtag, and I did release the Snyder Cut.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we all started that. There
And
you
that
go.
was cool. Constantine makes appearance as well. So there's a lot of different cameos, but they're working incredibly well in it. And also, Lex Luthor is doing such a great job on the show right now.
Who plays him?
It's what the hell's his name from Two and a Half Men?
John Cryer.
John Cryer.
thank you.
Ducky is Lex Luthor?
Ducky is Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
which,
Ducky
if you
is Lex
remember
Luthor.
from Superman 3
Uh-huh.
or 4, he
Yeah.
is Lex Luthor's assistant.
Assistant, yeah.
Young John Cryer.
That's crazy.
He's really
what?
he's really excellent actually, and
Yeah.
we had seen him previously on Supergirl, and then he left the show, and
Okay.
now in this he's just interacting with the rest of everybody so well because I think he doesn't work with them all the time. There's a lack of chemistry in a way that Lex Luthor would have a lack of chemistry with all of the characters.
Right.
You know, like it's like an outsider coming in and they're all like, get off our lawn. Like it just is working really, really well. So the first episode I was feeling meh on. The second I was feeling stronger about, and after this third episode I'm just
You're all in.
super in on Crisis.
Cool. Nice.
It might be the best crossover they've done so far, which is saying something because their crossovers are pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's the most characters they've thrown into a crossover, so to make it work so well is pretty surprising.
They couldn't possibly put any more characters in it. There is no more time for it.
Well, maybe I'll have to catch up during Christmas break because I got to watch that.
But if you do catch up, how do we know that you're telling the truth?
Yeah, 'cause
You
you're
won't because I'm a
hypocrite,
liar
Maya.
and a hypocrite.
I guess that's true. How are our
This
headphones
is still
doing, team?
this is
Still
still
not
weird.
working.
Still buzzing.
We are muffled.
I don't know how you guys
I'm
are
gonna
doing
fix
that.
it
So
during
let's
the break.
talk a little
Okay.
bit about Richard Jewell because that's the other thing that I saw last night. Rina, you were there with me. Rocha, again, you saw it 4.5 years ago.
It just keeps
That
getting
number's-
longer.
My siblings make fun of me all the time because that's what I do. Just
that what you do?
expand.
Like when I keep adding words.
Yeah, I'll be like, in 1749, you told me that.
Well,
but-
that is when he was born. So.
True. The second time.
Yeah.
The second time.
Payback's a
See, when
bitch.
Columbus came over,
And Rina and I actually sat next to each other in the Richard Jewell
Right,
screening.
because we're friends and not acquaintances.
Great
Yeah.
point. So, Richard Jewell in general, obviously, this is non-spoiler. How are you feeling, Rocha? I haven't even picked your brain about
How could
it.
you non-spoiler? It's a historical thing that happened.
I know.
What do you mean?
No, non-spoiler because do you understand how many people get upset when you spoil things that actually happened?
Fair enough.
Anybody born after the 90s.
The ship sank in Titanic. Sorry, y'all.
No, people get upset when you say that.
Really?
Nuh-uh.
Well, but I do think that there are certain things that could be like the movie does lay out for you very
Absolutely.
early on that what actually happened.
Right.
So it's not like it's a guessing game throughout. They're very clear about it. But there are some things that did surprise me, like family interactions and things that I didn't know about.
Right.
But how did you feel?
I love the movie. I think it's Eastwood's best movie since Letters from Iwo Jima. I think it's even better than American Sniper. I think Paul Walter Hauser is incredible.
He's so
I mean,
good.
he's
as
a star,
Richard Jewell.
straight up.
Yeah, and
So good.
He's getting no love from the awards, from the big award organization so far.
Do you think that's just
which
because
is
he's
super
not a
frustrating.
big name?
I have a theory about this, and I don't want to be controversial necessarily, and I don't want to shoot the hand that feeds me, but I have a feeling that I think it's because Eastwood is a conservative, a strong conservative. I think some liberal critics are going into this movie with their minds made up and not wanting to give it love, not wanting to
Really?
promote it or push
But
it. And the same thing happened with Rambo when they called it a MAGA movie, and I
Right.
think they go in with their minds already made up.
Wait, what
and
are
so
you
they
talking about?
look
The hand
things
that
through the
feeds you,
prism.
though? Are you saying Democrats are
No,
what feed
critics.
you?
I mean, being a critic on here. A lot of my fellow critics are liberals and what have you, and Democrats, whatever.
But doesn't Clint Eastwood Clint Eastwood movies get love from the Academy anyways?
They
now?
used to.
Do you think that that's
but-
something in recent years?
Yeah, I
changing?
think in
Okay.
recent years it's kind of dropped off, and I wonder because I just don't understand.
Did you find this movie to be conservative?
I didn't, but I've seen
I
some
didn't.
reviews who are claiming because it's against the FBI and against the media.
But
which
that's
it's
like a bunch of like my people,
Exactly.
like leftists are also. That's why I was telling
Right.
like this is my kind of movie.
Right.
That like to question authority. That's why I liked
Exactly,
it.
and that's what I liked about it too.
Yeah.
I felt it was a universal story about
Totally.
what could happen to one person when these strong forces turn against them,
Mm-hmm.
and then won't admit that they're wrong, even though the evidence clearly shows what actually happened. And
Right.
so, what that does to a family, what that does to a person from the inside out, emotionally, physically, what it does to a relationship, and if you don't have someone who understands the system and how to play the system to defend you, you're screwed in this country. Right. You're screwed in any country, really.
Right.
So,
I mean, this isn't a spoiler, but I was telling Roxy yesterday that I love the scene because they're basically talking about Sam Rockwell's character, who obviously I think he had the most fun character out of them all, and
yes.
I think we all love him. He's an amazing actor. But one of the things he says is like, "Oh, this isn't the U.S. government. This is 3 pricks who work for the U.S. government."
Right.
And I thought that was a really cool thing for them to do in the movie because it's telling you, yes, there are people that work, there that aren't necessarily like or don't mean as well as we would like to, right? That they aren't working for the people, and that does happen, but it doesn't mean the entire system is broken, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was incredibly upsetting. It was so excellently done, and I think that he deserves a lot more love than he's getting right now. Sam Rockwell was also amazing.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates was incredible
She's
in
so
this. And across the board, I thought it was so well done, but it was really upsetting to watch, even knowing what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
It was still hard to watch because sometimes you don't think, when you're watching characters, not think of other people as people. That to me is like the hardest thing to watch on screen sometimes.
Well, and also it just portrayed, what the media does, right? And like how it wasn't just the U.S. government; it was the media ruining this family's lives, right?
Yeah,
and I think they set that out really well with Olivia Wilde's character, right? And who I guess there was some controversy going around that as to how she was portrayed, which I think is dumb because I thought it was a character that you understand, even though yes, she does some bad things or whatever, but she later realizes what she did, right?
I did not understand her.
You didn't?
Okay.
No, I didn't. You mean understand as in respect?
No, not respect, but it's like, but
You understand why she's
but
making her
people,
choices?
you heard about this, right, John?
Yes, of
like there
course.
was some
I've spoken about it a
controversy
couple
that
times, yeah.
I believe that the newspaper itself was saying that the character, what's her name? Kathy.
Yeah.
Griffith.
She's the reporter. She's the main reporter in the movie. And
that she wasn't portrayed properly,
Right,
like,
I've seen
because
all of
she
this.
basically because she died a while ago, and they were saying that she's just somebody that's like, you're portraying her as somebody that's having sex to get news,
to get information.
and which is, I didn't see the character like that. I saw her as much more not 2-dimensional. I don't know what you guys thought.
How did you feel?
I thought so too, and I didn't understand the controversy at all. You're going to tell me there's not people in the business of the world who use whatever tools they have in their toolbox to get to where they want to get to? Yeah, I'm not surprised by it.
And to me, she was a good reporter, regardless of just wanting to I would also want to have sex with John Hamm. It's like,
wow, I disagree across the board completely.
Really?
You wouldn't have sex with John Hamm?
I would definitely have sex with John Hamm. Sorry, I agree on that one point.
But I think she was I think what Olivia Wilde does is fantastic as that reporter in her journey. Is it overall an earned journey? I don't know, but I like what she does, and I don't judge her for it because I think she's doing what she needs to do. The big controversy is that the editor says there's no evidence that she did that, and she's not here to defend herself.
That's what I don't think that I think that they have a right to tell a story in a movie, and that's totally fine.
Right.
But I did not think that I thought her character was definitely the weakest point of the movie.
That's fair.
Because I did find her relatively two-dimensional, and in a time where I think women are finally having stories be told about them, and we have to be careful about which stories we're telling. Who knows if this story was true? Who knows if it's not? I don't know. And if somebody tells me, yes, this is her, this is what she was like, she was banging anybody she could to get any story she could, then that's fine. Then we should do that. But I haven't. Have you guys heard that in the past? Has that been?
No.
I guess for me is the fact that if there's any female character in a movie that is depicted in a way that she's just a sexual person, people immediately tend to, or audience members immediately tend to go like, oh, that's who she is. That's who her character is. And I feel that's annoying to me because we get male characters like that all the time. So it's like, why can't a woman in a movie just be like, oh yeah, I like sex, but I'm also a good reporter? That's how I saw it.
That's how you saw it? That she liked sex and was also a good reporter, and there was nothing to do with one another?
Yep.
Oh, you didn't think she was sleeping to get stories?
I mean,
No.
no. That's not how I saw it.
I think
Wow,
in this situation
I'm
she
so
used it one time.
surprised.
Yeah. One time, but because she was actually interested in the guy. Yeah.
Right.
Like they had to me it was
I think
clear
we
that they
watched
had
her
a
try
thing.
to do that like 5 times.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't enjoy her character, and it didn't enhance the movie for me. I think Olivia Wilde's an absolute
She's
straight up awesome director, actress, person. Like she just seems baller. Nothing to do with her. Just this character was unnecessary to me.
So-
but in general, loved the movie. Yes.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Because Olivia Wilde defended this thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
In an interview. She said, I spoke to her colleagues, her friends. I spoke to the authors of the recent book about the event. I spoke to screenwriter Billy Ray. I spoke to Vanity Fair reporter Marie Brenner. I spoke to everybody to get a sense of her. I spoke to her family, her brother, everybody, and she talks about the fact that she thinks it's unfair that James Bond can sleep with whoever he wants to sleep with and get information.
Yep.
But if a female reporter
I don't like
sleeps
him
with
either.
oh, fair.
So.
Well, then you're consistent, and that's and
Yeah.
I believe
I
I
don't
respect
watch
that.
We're
I
talking
don't
more
see
about
the
other
James Bond
the other
movies.
audience members that do that, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. But then other people are looking at this going, wait, she slept with some guy to get some information.
Right.
And really, it's the John Hamm character who looks like the idiot in the
Exactly.
situation, not her.
He,
And so,
of course, he
that's-
looks like I mean, he's a dickhead the whole movie.
well, that's what I'm saying. And so I think it's unfair she's getting
I just thought she was flat. She was flat.
That's fair.
Right. Which is
Absolutely.
fine, yeah.
Not the performance, the character.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm glad that we all seem to like it. Riley,
Yeah.
are you seeing this?
I really want to see it. Yeah, I mean, there are so many movies I got to catch up on. So many. I mean, we'll probably get into it later in the show when we talk about this year
Right.
in the top 10 stuff that we want to get to. But
Yeah, we have a big show planned for
yeah.
today, guys. We've got a ton of news that's going on, but also for the last half hour of the show, we did make our top 10 list of the decade,
Yep.
which is
We're going to fight about it.
I
We're
must
going
have
to
texted
cry
you guys.
about it.
It was like midnight when I texted you guys. Guys, I don't think I can do this.
yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm done with my list.
Yeah, I was sitting there going through it.
This kind of stuff is so stressful for me because I go back and forth about what is, when you do top 10, is it favorite? Is it best? Is it a combination of both?
Yeah.
Is it the thing that you think is most well made? Is it the one that spoke to your heart the
Right,
most?
right.
And also the way we did it was one per decade, per year.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to pick one from 2010 through 2019 for the top 10.
Which was so difficult because
So difficult.
some years I'm like, there's like 4 movies that I love so much and I can't pick, and then there's a couple years that I was like, this year sucked.
You know what year I felt like that about?
What?
This year. There are so many
So
movies
many.
this year that
Yeah.
I love.
Yes.
You felt the same way?
Yeah, well, 2011 is the year that I think sucked, but 2019 feels like a lot of great
Yeah,
movies.
and last year too.
And last year too. And Rox, let me tell you, as a veteran of top 10 lists,
Mm-hmm.
it's the weekly battle. It is the weekly battle.
It's challenging. What do you
it
guys
the best
do?
film
Yeah.
or is it the film you like the most? And so it's always that struggle, and Matt and I always struggle with that as we create our own lists before we even tell each other, because we never tell each other our list before we start the show.
Right.
So it's each one of us is discovering where we've got
Right.
a film ranked as we do the show, and then combining the list at the end is always the big fight.
Right.
Yeah. So I hear what you guys are saying.
Okay, cool. We're
It's
looking
not
forward
easy.
to the big fight later.
The reason we wanted to do this too is because Collider actually put out with Matt Goldberg the top 25
Yeah.
of the decade.
Right.
So we're actually going to play a fun game where we go around and we say ours and then compare and see what he has on his.
Because I'm sure it's very different.
He-
Because
Yes.
from what we
That
hear,
has, some,
He's known
some
to be,
tastes.
I would say, as controversial as any of us.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that will be really hard. How many do you guys think that we're going to have in common with each other?
like, I'll probably have like 3 or 4 max.
3 seems safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 3.
But-
3, maybe. Yeah, 3 is probably a good.
Whose
guess.
list is going to be the most similar?
To
Each other.
Ooh.
Maybe.
I
I'm
felt-
thinking maybe Rocha.
I felt like
maybe.
I saw you when I was going through the list. I was like, I think Dorina and I might have.
There's a couple that I was like,
but-
I bet you Riley's gonna put this one, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna switch it because I didn't want to be the same as you.
Right. That's nice.
Is that what happened?
Maybe, probably.
Guys, get in on this at home
She
right
gave me
now.
the
If
list.
you are watching, we have another hour before we are going to get to this. So make your own top 10 list, play along with us, or pick which team you think that you're going to be most in agreement with based on what we've had opinions in the past, and see if it lines up with you, because I definitely I'm nervous about this one, guys.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about it.
Do you, why do? But you think you just are gonna have so many movies that people don't like, or what?
No.
Yo, no? Do no?
No, yo.
I mean, just plain hell.
Yeah, just ho ho ho. Christmas and stuff. Man, I don't agree with anybody on anything anymore. Like, I just.
That's why it's going to be fun.
But
Yes.
Yeah.
I really on purpose tried not to pick my favorites. The thing that I thought I tried to do a combination thing that I thought was the top movie of that year. So like even what I picked for this year, it was not my favorite movie of this year. It's what I thought was the top, whatever I'm
Right.
describing the top as.
Yeah.
Like the peak of the mountain of cinema.
Mountains with
I don't even
jacuzzis
know how
and
to-
booze, right? Top of the mountain.
Hopefully they're playing that clip,
jacuzzi
but I
and
just
booze.
don't know because
Hot tub time.
I can kind of hear.
Gonna fix it
Ooh,
during
is
the
it back?
break.
Can we have
No,
headphones
no,
again?
it's not back. It's not
Yeah.
back.
Aw.
It's not back. Gonna fix
Oh,
it
well.
during the
It
break.
sucks. It's
You
not
wanna
gonna
know
get
what?
a Cody.
During
On
break.
that note, let's just cut to break. We'll
Yeah.
come back, guys. We have a lot of news to go over today, including SAG Award nominations, also Kill Bill 3, question mark.
Yes,
Yeah.
finally.
Home Alone stuff, and more. We'll see you guys after this break.
All right, guys. I think I fixed the headphone issue, so I'm gonna start playing Samboy.
That ass. That.
There's a dong take.
I mean, we can also go around the office and see who has the nicest ass, and they can be our Captain America.
That's true.
So there you
We
go.
can do that here. Kalinowski, he has the nicest things.
Does-
Kalinowski, he has the nicest things. Kalinowski, he has the nicest things.
Does it?
It's an illusion!
Make it big. Make it big.
My man. My man. My man. Not right now, Derek.
Guess who fixed the motherfucking tech?
Cody.
Cody.
Paul.
Cody.
Shit.
Guess
Cody.
who is the motherfucking best?
Cody.
Hey, that was
The
good.
shit.
Cody.
Cody, you're the shit.
And
see
that is it.
Did you hear the song? Rina, Reilly,
Rocha, Roxy. No, what song?
It was on Twitter.
It's on Twitter.
Somebody added
was
a
I?
badass beat behind
Oh
it.
yeah.
Wow.
Do you got it, Cody, or no?
OG lyrics.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, we sound great.
I know. Cody's in a great mood now.
Yeah.
When Cody plays
they
Sugar
can
Ray,
mix it,
he's
you know?
good.
Dang. Also, I know we got a lot of news to get to, but I did want to give a shout out because I forgot yesterday to friend of the show, Danny Fernandez, guys.
Yeah.
HBO
Oh, yeah.
Max is
Congrats,
developing her
Danny.
comedy 1% Happy. So dope.
That's
that was
huge.
everywhere. Deadline was pushing that thing. Like, I couldn't believe it. I know that she's been saying that she got something picked up or that there's in development. That's huge. So congratulations, Danny Fernandez. Also, tons more news. Mark Reilly, what's going on in the world?
Well, let's get into it, everyone. Everybody has been talking about Kill Bill.
Yay!
So
happy.
You know,
Why'd you put your hand on John for that? Are you a big Kill Bill fan?
Mass is my favorite film of his. The whole bloody affair,
yeah.
Mine too.
Same.
from beginning to end.
Same. It's perfect.
So that's
perfect movie.
all of your favorite
Perfect two movies.
Tarantino. Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I
I
always
go
go
back
mine,
and forth. I
but,
go back
you know,
and forth, but
With what?
I go back. Well, first of all, Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2,
Right.
and Pulp Fiction. I always am like trading.
With me, it's Inglourious Bastards. That's my other favorite of his. I
Really?
think that's also a perfect movie.
Inglourious Bastards. Pulp Fiction is still my favorite.
Yeah, Pulp
Just-
Fiction is.
I revisit it all the time. It's just hard not to just love that movie. But Inglourious Bastards is up there. Django Unchained has really
great.
climbed that ladder.
Yeah.
I
He doesn't
freaking
make bad
love
movies.
that movie.
Yeah.
And then Jackie Brown. Come on, Jackie
Yeah.
Brown is so good.
That's a
Yeah.
fair point you made. He's never made a
No.
universally accepted bad movie.
No.
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 Maybe,
Incredible.
yeah. Same with like people like Scorsese, right? Like they're just like
Scorsese, same, yeah.
He's done some bad ones.
Like what?
New York. That's pretty terrible.
Oh.
Liza Minnelli and Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I guess that's not
yeah,
great.
it's not a good one. I don't like
But is
Shutter
it
Island.
better? But are they better than Marvel movies?
Yeah, it's a whole other conversation.
Who do you think is the director who's made the most good movies?
Stanley
Tarantino's up there.
Kubrick.
Kubrick.
Spielberg. You could
Hitchcock.
argue Spielberg, couldn't you?
Spielberg, yeah.
The
well,
most
Spielberg,
in terms of volume.
Yeah, most.
volume, yeah. But then you have, but they're always so. They're good. You can
Yeah.
never argue how good they are. It's just maybe the like.
But how many of
like
them
War
are
Horse
great
is-
though?
Yeah.
That's my point. Like
That
Kubrick,
was my question.
they're all great.
Kubrick.
Thanks, Roxy.
Are
She
they
That's
hosts
not-
the show.
Yeah.
Fincher.
What about you? What do you
Did you
think,
say
Roxy?
great or good?
Fincher.
I said the most good movies.
Most
David
good.
Fincher.
David Fincher.
Fincher's fair. Billy
Fincher-
Wilder is really the choice.
Fincher's, yeah.
Billy
That's-
Wilder.
Billy Wilder?
He's done. Billy Wilder's done like 45 great movies, so you know.
Well, then in that
But
case, Takashi Miike
Nolan,
made
I
like
mean,
90 movies and like.
Kurosawa.
If you start
Kurosawa.
CGIing me, then it will be me.
Nolan, I would say, is
Christopher Nolan.
way up there.
Yeah.
Riley, news.
Okay.
What you got?
Jesus, sorry.
Get on it, Riley. God damn it, we've been waiting.
Jump
Yeah.
on it.
Jump on it. Thank you. So Tarantino, after getting a nomination, received 5 Golden Globes for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He sat down with Andy Cohen on Andy Cohen Live, and they asked him what's going on with Kill Bill Volume 3. And he said, funny enough, I just had dinner with Uma Thurman the night before this interview, right? At a Japanese restaurant, no less. And he said that there was a hurdle, basically, I'm going to paraphrase. There was a hurdle to figure out what's going on with the bride to warrant a Volume 3. He said he figured it out. So he said it's in the cards. It's just going to be a while from now. He has some other things on the horizon, and then he's going to get to Kill Bill Volume
Right.
3. But
But how
it's-
many movies is he making?
Yeah, right.
10.
Because I thought he was going to make one last one, right?
last
So
one.
what does he mean that it's going to be a while?
Because he has, I think there was a TV project that he was planning
Yeah.
on working on
Also
before
Star
that.
Trek film.
All it
Right.
says here is
How then-
he's
then how's
got
there
some.
gonna be 10?
He's got some other things on the immediate horizon, and his writing has taken on some new forms recently. Though he doesn't mention the novel this time, he does bring up a play that he's written and 5-episode television series. So
Yeah.
Also,
a play, 5-episode television series. So I wonder if Kill Bill, if that's the immediate horizon, Kill Bill Volume 3 would be his 10th.
And Star Trek would he already said is a
I don't
loophole.
think it's gonna
He already
happen.
said though if he is it's a loophole. Do you guys remember
It
that?
is, yeah. He's not gonna. I don't think he'll direct it. If anything, I think he'll write it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're going to see his name on a
Unless-
ton of things, producing things, writing things. I think eventually directing again. Like,
I don't think he's.
Or he could make a 10th movie and Kill Bill Volume 3 is part of one movie being Kill Bill
Exactly.
Volume 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Dude,
There you
dude has a
go.
loophole for everything. Loophole, you get a loophole. You
Yep.
get a loophole. Like he
I
loves
love
to
holes.
work,
He
so
does
we're
the-
gonna see him work for a really long time. I think.
Would you want to see him do the long rumored Vega brothers.
Not now.
Why?
Because they're all too old.
Yeah. So what, though?
It
Plus,
would
it
be the
doesn't.
Irishman. You'd be.
And it doesn't match up kind of time-wise,
Yeah.
unless they do Irishman.
Yeah, you'd have to
Well, let me ask you this: what would you guys want Kill Bill Volume 3 to be? Because my first thought was Vivica A. Fox's kid.
That's always
is
been
the
the
one
rumor. Yeah, that's
that
the rumor.
that comes back, right? Like that's what it would be. What else would it be?
Yeah, she goes for revenge on
On the bride.
He says he's
I love
figured
that.
out. He figured out the caveat or the
hurdle.
hurdle.
Conquering the concept of what's happened to the bride was the hurdle.
What do you guys think that even means, and what do you think he figured out?
Yeah, just
any
I
thoughts?
think that's the concept and the through line of the story on how to involve the bride when her story is complete. You know, she got her vengeance.
Yeah, she got the and she got her child back.
And she got her child
But the
back.
whole movie, the whole story is about revenge. So maybe now this kid gets revenge on her, right? And then the bride dies at the end.
Well, unless
that's
the kid,
that's how her story ends.
Unless the kid is trained as well, and yes, the bride will die,
Right.
but the kid and those two like find a way to fight as well.
Right.
Her kid and Vivica A. Fox's
right,
kid.
that'd be cool. They
Kill
join
Bill.
forces.
Next generation. Kill
Right.
Bill.
and then their
Yeah.
kids go after them, and then their kids. So we can get volume 3, 4, 5,
7,
7.
which comes after 6.
It does.
Is it? Are you sure it's not
After
8
5.
or 9?
Not sure.
Comes after.
Anybody nervous about a Kill Bill 3, or everybody excited?
Excited.
I'm excited too.
I've been wanting this movie forever, so I cannot wait to see it. And it's Tarantino. Again, it's not going to be bad.
I'm hesitant.
Monday.
You be my number one woman.
Good Lord.
Kill Bill.
I like that.
I like when he does it. Like when he goes into the interviews, he goes,
Yeah.
Bill.
Is this your mustache? Is
I
this you
can't
twirling
even
your mustache?
acknowledge what just happened, so I'm going to move forward. Riley, you said you're hesitant. Why?
I am hesitant just because of that.
Oh, but the orange conversation was fine.
Yo,
You know,
oranges
she's
are
not wrong.
I'm
Crazy.
just saying.
That stuff is crazy.
I didn't say it wasn't.
It's crazy.
Bear thought about like bananas.
So that's not crazy.
That's self-contained.
Like,
Yeah, it's one peel. Tell me, Riley, why are you hesitant?
I think it's because of that the story feeling so closed, like for the bride. And I guess I'd be
You like where it
interested-
wrapped.
I liked where it wrapped,
Yeah.
and there's a part of me that wants to see him do something like every time he does a new movie, that is a new awesome movie that we get. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Django Unchained, and Glorious Bastards, all these movies that come out, they're so different. He plays with his genre so
Right.
much. He does something so fascinating. I know exactly what I might get in a Kill Bill Volume 3, and that's okay. But I think I would want a new idea from Tarantino rather than revisiting something that I felt was so perfectly closed off.
Okay.
I mean, I understand
Is that controversial?
Yes.
I don't
You're
know.
a
It's
hypocrite and a
controversial.
liar.
You're not saying you.
I am a hypocrite and a liar, and apparently need to catch up on more movies because
Yes.
I pissed somebody
if
off
you-
in the chat. But
You can't watch anything until you watch Crisis of
holy crap, there's so much. You know what? I'll just postpone my wedding so I can catch up on all this
Please. You
shit.
cannot get married
Julie's
unless you
gonna
watch Crisis.
love that.
She'll love that. She already loves it now. Where I'm like, hey, I want to catch up on some movies right now that just finally came on, to streaming or whatever, and we have to sit there and do. She's like, the cake. She's like, no, we have to get a day of coordinator. I'm like, fuck.
Is
You're
that
right.
how you guys talk to each other?
How is it going?
When you're planning
Riley?
the wedding?
We haven't wedding checked in a minute. How are you doing?
Guys, we got a lot of shit done last night. I will say that.
Yes, you do.
It's a little stressful. I won't lie. The guest list is the most stressful thing in the world.
You don't have to invite any of us. But you will. But you should.
But
But you don't have
But
to.
but it's not even that. It's more like
I like to dance.
You like to
Me
dance.
too.
Good.
I'm just saying I'm a fun person. I have a party.
Same.
I
Yeah,
drink
we're
a
really
lot,
good
too.
at
Guys,
parties. So.
I'm going to say this right now.
We'll bring you oranges.
You please, you guys
Can you
are
really
invited to
dance?
my
Like,
wedding.
are you a lane dance?
I love to dance.
Are you
But
a
it's-
lane dancer or you can really
Well,
dance?
I am Jewish, so we do have 2 left feet typically, but
Okay.
I can break it down on a dance
Do you
floor.
just like go in a circle? Is that what happened?
Is it like Julie Louis?
Have you guys never heard that about Jews?
No.
No.
I'm
Really?
not touching that at all.
Yeah.
You knock yourself out.
No, that's like that's a thing that we typically. If you ever seen like footage of a bar bat mitzvah, it's like a bunch of people like
Doing the Elaine,
Yeah,
apparently.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what he said. Yeah.
That's the way
is
my
that- I didn't
cousin
hear you, sorry,
dances,
Rocha.
and he's not Jewish, so you can compare notes at the wedding.
Yeah.
Wow.
We really know how to, but I like to actually dance.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna dance our ass off.
Yes, I
So
cannot
it's
wait.
good. So yeah,
Continue.
With the
though.
wine.
So yeah, with the wine, yeah, we got a lot done, but it is like the little things are now coming out. Like last night, she's like florist. I was like, oh fuck right, and it was like day of coordinator. Oh fuck right, okay. But here's this contract for the DJ and send that out. Great, got that done. Photography, got that done. So there are things, and now we have the save the dates that are about to go out. I got to get addresses, and then I have to start looking at invitations. We have to make a payment to the venue. It's like there's a lot.
Why
Like
do
in
the
the air.
so
save the
much
dates have to be
work.
physical? Why can't they be an email?
Mine
They
was
gotta
an
be
email.
real?
That's what I suggested.
It's tradition.
It's kind of
Mine
traditional.
was an email.
It's
My
kinda
invite was an
traditional.
email. I was like, here you go, guys. You want to come party? Cool.
It was?
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Save the
That's awesome.
trees. Rocha,
Yeah.
how's your wedding planning going?
Whenever
Am I winning the bet?
Yeah, you might win the bet.
Wow, race to the altar.
I-
Damn.
Remember the
asked
race to the
her-
altar?
I asked her over the weekend, just sitting on the couch. I just grabbed her hand. I was just random, like, "Will you marry me?" She goes, "While you're coughing in the middle of you watching the sports, that's not when you're gonna ask me. It's not when you're gonna ask me."
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, stop.
agree.
Wait, hold on, pause.
Actually, I
Wait,
agree
wait,
with
wait.
your
Hold on.
lovely
Wait,
maybe
stop.
fiance who
Everybody
might
stop.
walk away.
Everybody stop. It is Wednesday. You have been on the show twice this week.
Yeah.
You this weekend proposed to your girlfriend?
Proposed like it's a done deal. It's already
How
gonna
many
happen.
times
It's
have
more
you
like,
proposed like that?
Never. I've never grabbed her
Why-
hand and proposed
why
like
did you
that.
do it like
But
that?
I've always we call each other future wife and future husband all the time. So it's the
So
same.
do many couples.
Oh, okay. I've never done that with anyone.
I'm not saying neither have I, but
Okay.
I know a lot of couples who do that.
Oh, fair enough.
But you proposed. That's not calling somebody future. That's you saying, "Will you marry
Yeah,
me?"
you did.
Don't you have to have a ring?
No.
You know what? The words do and should mean something.
Wait,
Well, she knows I'm going to marry her.
Okay.
you turned over to her and you proposed to her.
She was walking by. Yeah, I grabbed her hand. And I held
Wait,
her
but
left.
what happened? Talk to me.
No, she was just walking by where I was watching
But
football.
What made you think that
It's
was
been
a
over
good
a year.
idea?
Yeah.
I'd seen some commercial that got me really emotional.
What was it?
And so I was all in love place. And so
Did
she
you watch
walked
the
by.
Peloton bike commercial and that's what got you to do it?
No, wait.
You know what?
John,
It's been a year. And
I have so many questions about this. I mean, I'm not saying that it's good or bad. I'm just curious why then. Like she was
caught up
walking
in the
by.
moment.
But how many times did she walk by you?
all the time.
Right.
We lived together.
But this was the time that.
Yeah, just the moment I felt it. I was like, all right, I'm just going to grab her hand and tell her. And
But
then-
she said,
and she was
no,
like, "Not in the
don't
middle of
fucking do
sports,
that shit.
not
Do it
while you're
properly."
coughing." Yeah.
Yeah, rightly so. She
That's what I
kind of
love
said,
about
you know
her,
what,
right?
fuck you.
Yeah.
This is not the way
My
I
baby
What
want
don't
if
it.
play.
what if she had said yes?
Great.
Then you guys would have been engaged.
I don't know.
What's making you guys wait to get married? How long have you been together?
We over a year now. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Over a year now. I think I'm just waiting for the right place because
Place in your life or physical location?
physical location. Because she said like I
So the
mentioned,
living room.
Yeah, it was
good.
not.
That was not the right.
I
one.
mentioned the showdown a couple times and she lost her
That's
mind.
probably not.
Because I considered it at one point to do it at the Schmodown after I won the belt. Exactly.
But
She
but
lost her mind in a
man-
bad way.
She was like, "I'll kill you if you do that."
But that's just because it's the Schmodown, because like
No, anything
public, it
Anything
sounds
public.
horrible.
Yeah.
I know.
She's an introvert, so for her, public is no.
Yeah,
good.
that's Julie too. She would
Yeah.
she would have killed
F
me.
that.
for
Would you
any of
like that, Roxy? I would hate that.
I mean, I can't even think about myself right now. I'm stuck on you.
Yeah,
I
so am I.
because John, you like just so casually dropped the fact that you've been dating somebody for over a year.
Yeah.
Somebody that you multiple times like almost went down to City Hall with, but you didn't.
Not yet.
And but you just proposed to her, and you're downplaying this hard.
Yeah, because it's just such a foregone conclusion. Like it's not even a question for us. So I was just in the moment, and I grabbed her hand. And the fact that it's perfect us for
Did
her
you
to
make
be
a
like,
speech?
no,
You
I
just grabbed her and
I
said,
said, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me? And she just goes, you're not asking me why you're watching sports and finishing up coughing into tissue paper because you're sick. Right now, we're not doing this right now. And she just walked away.
"Are
into
you
the
gonna
kitchen.
get her a
That's
ring?"
amazing.
Of course. She's already sent me like selections.
I love the comments in the chat. UFEP Play says, the man was in the mood, people. It's meant to happen that way.
Oh, okay.
And then Lady Musahi says, Rocha, you effed up.
Archie
there
says
you go.
proposal of a proposal.
Yeah, it's a proposal of a proposal.
Yeah, that's good.
She was walking.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll do. I mean, I think if we go away again like we did earlier this year, which was in March or April, we went to London for like 9 days, 10 days. We might go to New Zealand or Australia if they give me permission to go and take vacation. Or we go to Europe. I will ask her probably there.
So if she's watching, you
Like
spoil
with a
it.
ring
You spoiled
and
it for her.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But she knows it's happening.
Right. That's
Did you
true.
get on one knee?
No. I was sitting on the couch.
Daddy Cody, chime in.
Hey guys. Rocha, this is pretty funny. What were you watching that inspired you to do this? I know you're
good
watching
point.
sports. Did
I
Dwayne
was.
Haskins throw a touchdown?
No. I don't think he threw a touchdown. I was watching.
He threw a pick six, and I was like, I can't deal with this.
I can't do it. I
anymore.
need love.
I'm
I need
happy in my life.
Take my mind off this loss here. Hey, babe.
It was one of Jameis's 4 interceptions. No, I was.
Hey, too soon.
I'm sorry.
You just wanted to put something in the hole. I get it.
Hey-o.
Hey.
I was watching a commercial in the middle of the game, whatever game I was watching.
You were
and then-
inspired by advertising.
Yeah, by advertising. Something in
Okay.
advertising.
Was it like every kiss
Oh,
begins
it
with
was.
K or something?
It
Was
was
it
the
the ET
grandpa
commercial?
one, the evil Apple one, where the kids make the thing for their grandpa because the grandma's
Grandma passed away. That is a
Yeah,
really
yeah.
sweet.
That's-
God,
that
got
is
me,
an
right?
evil,
Really sweet.
evil commercial.
Holy shit.
And I thought to myself, God, I want to be that old, and if she passes away, feel that kind of love and missing her that much. So I got inspired by that because that's how much I love her. Like, we're gonna be together till we're dead.
You're like,
So-
I'm gonna ask her to marry me. So
I'm with
so
you,
when
Rox.
we get older, she dies
She
before
dies
me, and I
before
get
me.
sad.
Yeah, oh no,
That's why I wanna
we've
marry.
already decided that I have to die before her. Oh no, I guess you're right. No, I have to die before her.
Wait, did
I won't
anybody
handle it.
see
She dies
Roxy's
before me.
face?
Yeah.
You said something about I want to be that old when somebody passes
That old
away or
couple.
something like that,
Yeah.
and Roxy just went.
Kind of like that, guys. Is that
Did I
acceptable?
just hear that?
Is that an acceptable thought? What should I react?
I
as?
just can't even get over this right now.
Yeah.
By far
It's a
and
great
away.
commercial.
I mean, man,
apparently
not great enough that you
Meaning-
proposed to your girlfriend of over a year that you're hoping says yes so she can die one day when you're old.
It's like,
Yeah.
what if you were one of those couples in When Harry Met Sally? It's like, this is how he proposed to me.
Oh,
We
yeah.
watched an Apple commercial. That would be your story.
No, I proposed
She
to
wouldn't
Julie
allow
after
it.
I saw a Jiffy Lube commercial. So it was like romantic. It was like weird, and
I want to own a car together one day.
gotta change the oil.
I mean,
Wow.
I guess we have more news to talk about, but
Not really.
I might
Does it? It's not as important as
I
this,
might
apparently.
come back to this often.
Yes, as we should.
As
Yeah,
I
no, it's
as
just
I
a-
have
it's
more
a passive.
questions.
Now we have to
Yes.
put
Can
it
she
race
come
to
on
the
the
altar
show?
question
Can we
mark?
interview
she would
her?
never come on the show.
Aw.
She would never come on the show. It just would be too much. But maybe, I don't know. It would take a lot
Wow,
of
that was a
convincing.
quick turn.
It would take a lot of because I mean she came to the Schmodown. She's
That's
done
true.
that, and I never thought she would ever do that.
I would also love to
So-
bring Julie. She'd be so fun.
Oh my God,
But anyway.
those two do get along.
Are you gonna have like a wedding?
I don't know. She doesn't want one. She doesn't want a big one. She wants us to go right down to City Hall and just do it and be done with it.
I mean, that is
What's
easier.
that?
I'm the
Did
one
you
that wants
ask?
a big
Does she
wedding.
have parents?
Her mom, yes.
Did you ask her mom?
No. Why would I?
Oh, John.
Cody, tell him. How did you propose, Cody? What
I
did you
did
do?
it on Christmas Eve evening.
Nice.
It was just us at home, and we started opening presents, and I was like, all right, I'll open up this one. And then, yeah, that's how it went.
A, that's freaking adorable. B,
That's
not
sweet.
on a whim, right, Cody?
No, it was
No,
planned.
Planned. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Riley?
Yeah. I wine tasting up
Yeah.
Cambria.
Oh, that's right.
Popped a bottle. We went out for the sunset. I said, hey, I want to launch my drone that you bought me for Christmas and do this. She was like, oh my God, launch the drone to get it all in position, and then got down on one knee so I
Yeah.
could film it
Listen,
and have it forever.
I'm gonna do it correctly.
And you just did it.
I was just being fun. I was just like in passing telling her how much I love her and that I want to marry her.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's a difference between I love you and I want to marry you and will you marry me?
Maybe in your mind, I think it's the same.
Maybe you should propose like that.
What are we talking about? I can't hear you. That's really.
Do you guys think I want to marry you and will you marry me are the same thing?
I don't know. They both terrify me, so I would. Yeah. I mean, I'm
Dude,
married,
but
but
you're
that's
the only
says
one in the
married.
room
But
who's
that-
married.
I know, but that's because we like talked about it and like it wasn't a thing. Like
Right.
I was terrified of getting married.
Yeah.
But I found somebody that's like, oh, we get married, we get divorced, that's fine. So I was like, done. You are perfect. But I specifically asked him, do never ask me. Ever. Because but I'm different, right?
So what'd
like
you do?
I've never wanted to get married. No, we talked about it. We're like, okay, my grandma's sick. We should do it. That was it.
Wow.
Very romantic.
Put it in the calendar.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I respect that.
But that's because we were not like wedding people, right? Like we only had a wedding because Mexican family wanted me to have a wedding.
Right.
Otherwise, we
Right.
wouldn't have.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
my God.
It's all societal pressure BS that I didn't want to do, but we just did it, and it was fun. We danced.
I
and
can't
drank.
decide if it's half my friends wanting me to have a wedding and half me wanting or not. I can't decide. Because, yeah, she doesn't want a big wedding at all.
Right. I mean, you're dealing with the pressure right now that
Yeah.
it's fucking
She
crazy to
wouldn't do it
plan.
herself.
It sucks.
It's crazy to plan, but you know what I did the other night, which was really helping? I kind of shifted my focus around and went, you know what? We're going to throw just the best fucking party.
Great.
Like, I
Exactly.
just want to party with
That's
my
what we did.
friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And it happens
Celebrate
to be at a
your love.
hotel, and it happens to have an ocean view,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to have some booze and some good food, and that's going to be awesome.
Just celebrate and have fun.
Yeah.
I
Party.
think this is where my immaturity shows.
Just this
Okay.
moment.
Yeah,
Just this
a lot of moments, like the orange stuff.
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
Man.
So,
No,
explain.
that one is
Can I do
actually-
something? Don't get mad.
Yeah.
My OCD
help.
My OCD is driving me insane. All right, go ahead.
Oh, this is covered in hair. Don't
Yeah.
look too much because your OCD will go wild. I need a lint roller.
What's your immaturity?
My immaturity is like, I don't know, man. This is all like hearing all of your stories is bizarro to me.
Is it in the
'Cause-
sense that you just don't see yourself there now, or is it because you've always had an image of what you want when you get older?
Oh my god, I have no image. I would like to win an Emmy. That's all I ever thought about was
Right.
like
You don't
standing
care-
my Oscar and Emmy speech in the dresses I was going to wear there. I never thought about getting married or like having kids or any shit
Right.
like that.
But that's cool. That's just
but
a different dream.
maybe, or I don't know, dreams change and stuff too.
Yeah,
but
totally.
it's just
Roxy,
interesting hearing you guys talk about it because like, whoa, I'm so not there.
Roxy, probably when I was your age, I had very similar kind of things. I never thought marriage. I thought career. Career. And then met somebody, and I was like, okay, now I can find the balance. Divorced that somebody, things change.
John Roca's
Life comes in
commentary.
balance. And it's like half and half now, where it's like I know how to kind of put it in my head.
But isn't that crazy to you that like somebody who got married and was like, I'm never gonna get divorced, and did, as opposed to somebody who got married and was like, whatever if we get divorced.
Because I come from divorced parents too, right? That's why I never thought marriage was going to be a thing.
Yeah, and same,
Yeah.
divorced parents. Probably many people who come, I mean, it's like 50% of people get divorced,
Yeah.
I hear is the number. You never just think it's going to be you. You're like, no, this one's going to be different. And then, it changes.
Wow.
So that's why it took.
Man.
But then I think I came in around for
very-
this one very differently. Like, I got engaged a year after I met my ex.
Right.
Julie and I have been together 5 years. We got engaged a year ago. It'll be 6 years when we get married. So it was like a long wait, which I don't think she was totally crazy about. And I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was just living life as I knew. And then
Is that a
now's the
long
time.
wait?
I don't know. I think it could be.
I don't know.
Some,
Like-
to
think
each
6
their
years
own.
long.
I have a friend. They were together for 10 years before they got
Right.
married.
Dude,
Yeah.
it totally makes me panic.
I also think that you don't have to get married, right? Like
You know,
that's the
it's-
thing.
no,
Like
yeah,
people,
right.
it just depends.
Totally.
Times have changed. Back in the day, like people had to get married. They had kids because families were literally working together in whatever a fucking farm or whatever people did, right?
Yeah,
now
right.
we're lucky, and now we complain about our phones. But
Yeah, toil the land.
Right, exactly. But now we don't have to do any of those things. I think people just do it like Reilly's saying. It's a form of like, oh yeah, okay, we're together. Let's do this. Let's pay taxes together and have a party. But
Yeah.
you don't have to do it. But I understand
Yeah.
why people still do it.
Well, I mean, and for me though,
taxes.
there was a big thing. I mean, fuck it, I'll get personal. When you get divorced, that is traumatic. I was
Yes.
very, very scared.
Sure.
I hit a moment probably a year to a year and a half with Julie where we had to have some serious. I had to have some serious shit go on to figure out to get through that. Like, where she's like, "I'm sick of you saying you're afraid of this," and I go, "Well, I'm afraid."
Yeah. Of
Like,
what,
I'm
getting married?
Getting married and fucking it up again.
Right.
Or
Like,
getting
that-
hurt again.
Getting hurt, going through that, like, it just was something that I just was just petrified of. So that but then all of a sudden, that's sometimes what happens with people. All of a sudden I was like, why am I scared? Like, I know, okay, let's get to this. You know, it's just something that just happened
But I think
kinda
it's,
naturally.
but
to
it
me.
is exactly, it's like organic, right? Like you
Yes.
actually, it's because you weren't looking and you were going through like your grieving process for your own personal relationship, right? And dealing with that, and then later you just met somebody that you're like, oh, I actually changed my mind because of you,
I
right?
did.
Because
I
that's
did.
that's exactly what happened to me. I'm like, yeah, like I'll marry Brennan because he's like me. He's cool with having an open relationship. You know, he's cool with we both have the same goals and priorities. And when you find that, it doesn't mean you're seeking it, but when you find that, you're like, I'm going to change my mind now slightly because I found somebody that's a partner.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
really nice to find. When you find like somebody that's a partner, regardless of how that partnership evolves, it's really, really cool.
It's invaluable to
Yes.
have. She is my partner. Like it is I've never had anyone ride or die with me the way she does, and that's why to both and vice versa. To both of us, it is just so organic and so just natural and accepted that it's not a big deal, you know. And however it's going to be for you is going to be for you, Rox. And I'm sure it'll be organic, but it'll happen in its time when it happens, if it even happens.
Yeah. Alex, do you want to get married?
Eventually, I got up on the rad gal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you've always wanted like a family. And...
Oh yeah, definitely, very much so.
Because I'm curious as to like younger people, how do they feel? Because I feel like most people are just like, okay, boomer.
We're seeing I think we're seeing our younger people.
I just am like, who the fuck knows?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
But that's exactly the
Same
correct
with me,
answer.
Roxy. Same with me. Like across the board, even though I'm engaged, I was like, when I started dating, I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
nah, and that was like a year. So
I was
To each
obsessed
their
with
own.
it in my 20s. I was
So was I.
obsessed
With getting married?
yeah,
Oh,
with
yeah.
finding the right girl. And
Why do you
settling
think
down.
that is? So do you think it's just because how we're raised and we're pressured
Yes,
to thinking, yes, like at some
societal
point
pressure.
when you get to your 20s, you have to like have these checklists and
Yes,
be like,
I saw my
marriage,
friends getting
kids.
married, having
Right.
kids, buying houses.
All my
All
friends
that. I
are
was
doing
like,
that,
what?
but I don't feel that way.
I'll
at
tell you
all.
what.
Good for you.
That's part of. I think part of the failure of my marriage
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the supposed checklist. I think my ex
Yeah.
had that checklist, and we went into it way too
Right.
kind of not smart.
And a
I'll
lot of
say
my
it
friends
way.
that are divorced, it is because they got married young because
Oh, yeah.
they didn't know what they wanted. Like from your 20s to your 30s, you change a lot.
I
Like, a
don't know
lot.
that yet.
No, you're
Right.
going to change
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
You're
which is
maybe you'll
exciting.
like cheese in
I
a
changed
year.
a lot from my 20s to my 20s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You might like cheese in a few years.
I don't think so, but I'm always open to try it. Reilly, let's get back to the news because
Yeah.
we just took a weird fucking
That
turn.
was a
and I
weird
feel
turn.
sick to
Lighter
my
marriage
stomach.
talk.
Thank you for the therapy, everybody. That felt good. How much?
Oh,
How much is this
How do you
session?
feel now?
I don't know, but I
5
should
cents,
be getting
please.
paid
5
more.
cents. 5 cents. What are you, Lucy?
Yeah.
What's going on in Marvel?
Marvel. Oh boy. So we know now that Marvel is officially the TV arm is officially
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
We knew
Bye.
it was coming. We knew it was coming because of the Disney Plus series, and now that all the TV series that are going to be streaming on Disney Plus are now going to connect to the bigger picture of the MCU. So this is coming from, I believe, Variety, who said that they're now shutting everything down. The Jeff Loeb-led Shingle, which many believe me, moving towards the redundancy because of Kevin Feige taking over everything under the sun. They're all gone, but these shows are the live action shows that will continue the season are Hellstrom, the Howard the Duck animated series,
Shit.
Hit Monkey, Tigra and Dazzler Show, and MODOK. And they're all produced for Hulu. The latter four are expected to cross over in an event called The Offenders. Hulu Marvel shows have been seen struggling for the moment now. The Ghost Rider adaptation was completely scrapped. So it just means that everything moving forward now, I don't think these shows that they listed here are long for this world.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see an end to them after maybe one season. Everything's going to go under the banner of Kevin Feige, which is going to connect everything to the MCU, and it's going to be found on Disney Plus. But rip
I don't care
Marvel
about
TV.
I don't care about any of the shows except Howard the Duck.
Why were you excited about this?
Howard the Duck?
No, you were just snapping when you were like, yeah.
Oh
it's
no, I just wanted
leaving.
to be like Thanos. Get it? Because he snaps. I was doing the Ferris Bueller thing. It's like buy Marvel TV.
Do any of you guys watch Marvel TV?
Oh, yeah.
What do you watch? What's your favorite?
You mean all the stuff that's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
on Netflix and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah, like everything that's Marvel TV.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
but
I mean,
I
AJ
watch Marvel TV, so
Like
I was
Agents
just
of
curious if you were
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
snapping because you were excited
Oh,
it's
no.
gone.
Yeah, no. Punisher season 1 is my favorite season of any of the Marvel shows. I liked Luke Cage. I liked Jessica Jones, but I found myself going in and out on that one.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. and Daredevil, of course, was
Daredevil
very,
was
very
my
good.
favorite.
Iron Fist was terrible.
It was not.
And the more I
It's not
hear about the
terrible.
behind-the-scenes stuff
You
about
liked it.
You liked it.
how this guy didn't want to train and didn't want to do any martial art, like it's just, I'm glad it sank. But it led to the pissing away of the Defenders, and Defenders could have been fantastic, and it
Right.
wasn't.
I know that was disappointing
Yeah,
because
thoroughly.
most of the shows are great,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it is kind of weird that like things like Agents of Shield last so long, but then
Right.
these others like go bye to these really great Marvel Netflix shows.
Right.
Do you guys
Right.
think, though, that Marvel TV going away is going to eliminate opportunities for new characters to appear?
No, I think
Or
it's actually,
lessen them.
I think it's the opposite. I think they really want to be able to connect all of the characters in the Marvel library to the MCU, because that was a big question when we came into Daredevil.
Right, but I'm asking if that means that some smaller characters will not have a place anymore.
Yeah.
If they're
that
all
might
trying
be.
to connect.
Can you give
Well-
me an example of smaller characters?
Are you talking about?
I mean, like Ghost Rider being
Oh, yeah,
eliminated
right.
because maybe Ghost Rider doesn't fit into their bigger picture of what's going on in the MCU, and they don't want to utilize him, so the show is not going to be merged because of that.
Right, the show's going away, but as the rumors, he's going to be introduced into one of the new ones, and from there they're going to
One of the new what?
New Marvel shows that are coming
Disney
for
Plus.
Disney Plus.
But not one of the WandaVision, Loki.
yeah, one of those.
He's
He's going to be in one of those, and from there they're either going to spin him into the movie
but they think he
or
can't
do his own thing.
do his own show because they're using such flagships. Like, I'm just wondering if this means that some of the characters that are not as big as people on WandaVision or Loki or Hawkeye are not going to have their own shows.
Well,
Which could be beneficial or not.
There's a bunch of
or they'll
conversations.
have
I
a
think.
movie at some point, right? Like Blade. Maybe they'll make a Ghost Rider movie in the future.
I think they absolutely will, because when you think of Ghostbusters,
Who are you going to call?
Whew. Ghost Rider, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. I think they're long. Punisher, especially, they're long for a movie. I think sooner or later we're going to get them in a movie.
The characters or the actors?
I don't know about the actors.
I say the characters. Yeah.
Daredevil.
Mike Coulter is deuces.
Yeah.
I think he is on.
I think if
on
they're
to the
smart,
next.
they would bring over the actors from
I
the
would
Netflix
love
series.
it if they had those minor characters be more like Legion, right? Where that was just like a one-off show. That's my favorite Marvel show ever is Legion, and so
It's a great show.
because it's so unique and it's very different than everything
But
else we've seen.
Are we going to continue to get shows like that?
That's what I don't know. I would love that. That's my
a good
point.
question.
Where it's just like Joker, right? It's just a stand-up, unique type of very different than the rest of the universe.
For me, I'm losing Cloak and Dagger, which I loved. So characters like that might not necessarily have fit, especially tonally, and Runaways, which I also adored.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm curious. It means what we're doing is big. It's all very big, and big could be great, and big could be a bummer.
I think they might start to test out Disney Plus series with their well-known characters, like a la Loki, a la Hawkeye, and then as those continue to start launching and connecting to bigger picture MCU stuff, we're gonna it's all gonna go hand in hand. And I think they'll start to probably introduce some new characters for Disney Plus streaming series, maybe on the smaller end, that don't necessarily need to connect to the MCU, but everybody will know it's like, to use canon. It'll be all canon if it's on Disney Plus, and we could get a Ghost Rider, a new Runaways, Cloak and Dagger, and it'll be part of the larger thing, but it's all on Disney Plus. I think sooner or later they're going to want to do that.
Yeah.
And they're testing out the bigger name characters now to see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk SAG noms, guys.
Yeah.
Because we have a award show controversy all week.
All the time.
I think we're always going to have it. Every year there's going to be people
Can
that
we
are
pull
like
those up on the screen,
snubbed.
Alex, please?
Oh, we're gonna pull those up.
Oh,
guys.
thank you,
Waiting
Cody.
for it. We're gonna click that link. The link has been clicked.
Oh shit,
Link has been clicked.
man!
We got our jobs.
You had a rock star this morning.
Oh yeah, I got it right here.
All right.
Talk about SAG.
Starting with outstanding performance in a male actor in a leading role, we've got Christian Bale, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Driver, Taron Egerton, and Joaquin Phoenix. Pretty similar to what we've been seeing so far. Any surprises on there for you? Not really for me.
Taron Egerton.
Why are you surprised?
I didn't know he was going to get nominated. I wanted him to get nominated.
Me
I was
too.
surprised.
No, I
So,
agree
yeah.
with that because after Rami Malek got it, like I was like, are people going to notice it? Because
Yeah.
I thought Darren was even better.
He
Well,
was.
he actually
Yeah.
does a lot of the singing, all the singing
Yes.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
He does. He's so good.
And I just found out last night on Twitter, apparently Elton John couldn't read his own biography because he was getting too emotional. So he hired Taron Egerton to read his biography. So now the audiobook of his biography is read by Taron
That's
Egerton.
amazing.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. If you could scroll up, because Riley's head is so big.
Yeah.
Outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role. Cynthia Erivo,
Big-headed
Scarlett
hypocrite.
Johansson,
I'm a
Lupita
big-headed
Nyong'o,
motherfucker.
Charlize Theron, Renee Zellweger.
Fuck yeah, Lupita. That's what
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
should have been
You
nominated for a
know,
Globe.
you had said that previously when we were talking about these that Lupita wasn't getting enough love.
She
so
should get an Oscar nomination. She was fucking amazing in that movie.
I think the movie is suffering from the season.
yeah,
I think
it was
that
too early.
out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
Right.
Any front runners for you guys on this one?
Oh, sure, it's Renee. I think it's Renee's to lose.
I thought that until I saw Bombshell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you
Okay.
seen Bombshell?
Yeah. Loved it.
And I think it is Renee's to lose still, but if Charlize won, I would be just as happy with either of those.
What
Well, I
about,
guess Lupita's already won supporting, right?
Right.
So yeah.
what about
That makes-
Awkwafina not being it for the farewell?
That's
that was
true.
a big
That's
conversation.
huge bummer to me. She's so excellent.
Yeah.
So
She's-
excellent.
She's might be my favorite actress.
You guys are
to
going to have
look
to
at
scroll
right now.
again because, again, Riley's
We're
head
gonna
just
keep
so
How about over
large.
here?
Outstanding
How about
performance.
Can you
over
please move your? No, your big head is in front of me.
This
about
is
here?
male
Yeah.
supporting.
How about here?
Jamie Foxx, Tom Hanks, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci,
Oh,
Brad
Jesus.
Pitt.
Dong Johnson in the chat says big head means big cocks. So there you
Okay.
go.
Big head means that your mom didn't smoke weed when you were in her
Oh,
tummy.
boy. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's why I asked
My
such a
mom
little
smoked
head.
weed while I was in this.
Did she?
Sure did.
Well, then you beat the odds.
Sure did.
Any thoughts on this one? To me, not the strongest group of noms.
Are you talking about supporting actor?
Yeah.
I thought Brad Pitt was fucking awesome in
yeah.
that movie. He was my favorite.
For me, Brad Pitt and
Yeah.
Al Pacino.
Okay.
He's fantastic in
I'm
The Irishman.
Jimmy Hoffa.
He's so good in that.
Nice.
I'm surprised
All right.
Pacino was nominated.
Oh, good.
Outstanding performance by a female actor in supporting role: Laura Dern, Scarlett Johansson, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Lopez. Again, getting a lot of love. Margot Robbie.
Where the fuck is Florence Pugh?
Good question. And where's Kathy Bates and Richard Jewell?
I would like to see this one
I
actually
was
go
like,
to
oh.
Scarlett Johansson.
It's like I look over and you're standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fucking Riley's head was pissing
Whoa.
me off.
What the fuck, Roxy? It's just my head, okay? I just move it. It's not a big
I think
deal.
it's the marriage thing. She's still upset about
This
that.
I
is
am.
not a big fucking
I can
deal.
tell
There it
she's
is.
so upset about
I'm
the
not
marriage
upset
thing.
about it. I
No.
just I don't know. I think you guys all take things for granted sometimes.
No.
Understanding
You're
performance
insane.
by a cast in outstanding performance by a cast in a motion picture.
That's a good one.
Bombshell, Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite.
Yeah.
Big shock.
A lot of people getting really excited about Parasite
Yeah.
being here. To me, this movie was totally good enough. I didn't love it the way that anybody else clearly did, but I'm excited that it's nominated because
too.
I think that the cast was probably the strongest part of it.
Fucking fantastic.
Here are my two arguments. Where's Knives Out?
True.
And where's Avengers Endgame?
I don't agree with
I don't
Where's
think
Knives
it's-
Out necessarily, even though I thought it was great, but where's Avengers Endgame? Yeah,
I disagree.
totally.
I don't think
But how many
Avengers Endgame is
people-
better than any of these other ones. Yeah.
Dude, for ensemble, I
Yes.
mean, that's literally what it was.
But you
I'm
gotta
just saying,
understand.
the cast for Avengers is amazing. I think whoever did the casting in general is great.
Yeah.
But these movies, the emotional depth that these people, that this cast has to give to the characters, I'm sorry, it's bigger than a superhero movie.
This is their best picture.
Yeah.
But best cast means is best picture under SAG. So I think that that's what they're considering.
Right.
Is like
But it's SAG. It's not Best Picture.
Isn't it
Screen
the-
Actors Guild Awards.
yes,
so
I understand
it's
that.
about
but
the cast.
But it is about the cast. But I feel like that's the recognition for best picture.
I voted for Avengers Endgame.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Me?
Oh, good for you.
Someone in the chat said I should play it. It sounded right. You can stand back up. I have no preference.
It's okay. I think it's the last one we're reading here anyway.
You literally were like, "Sorry, is it me?" That was great.
It's
Ryan.
like
Oh,
the
wait.
soundbite was your
Actually, I
teacher
do want
from
to
when you
give
were
a little
kid.
love to stunt in an ensemble
Yes.
because we don't talk about stunt enough. Avengers Endgame, Ford v Ferrari, Irishman, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
There's
Joker?
something missing
What?
from
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Irishman,
Like-
what the hell?
Thank you.
Why
Irishman.
is
this whole
What?
segment? But what?
Why are
Jesus.
Joker and Irishman stunt?
A
Yeah.
lot of people are complaining about this today.
Yeah, John Wick 3.
Yeah.
Where's John Wick 3?
John Wick 3, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, obviously Avengers in there, but like there's a number. Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs
if
and
you talk
Shaw.
about
Right.
stunts,
Yeah,
stunts.
that's weird.
Shazam.
Shazam.
Shazam?
Yeah.
Any of those I'd take over Irishman and Joker.
I would
Weird.
even throw Jumanji in there in terms of stunts.
I'm just glad the category exists because stunt people are great.
Yes.
Literally trying to think in Joker what they're referring to.
Oh,
Dancing.
The dancing.
It's a pretty cool dance, but not as hard as the
exactly.
other stuff, I don't
yeah.
think.
Just-
Anyway.
Well, him getting hit with the sign. Those are all stunt things. And
The car.
I guess it's weird
car
because it's-
accident. Yeah.
Car accident. Yeah.
Okay.
But Irishman, Matt Donato said it was really funny. He said, "Wait,
Scroll.
Robert De Niro
Scroll.
taps a dude on his face with his foot, and that's a stunt? What are you talking about?"
In a limited series, a male actor, television limited series,
I didn't
Mahershala
see any
Ali,
of them.
Russell Crowe, Jared Harris, Jarrell Jerome, and Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
I think if Jarrell Jerome doesn't win this, I'm going to punch somebody in the face.
Wow.
But it's very possible that Russell Crowe will win this.
I didn't. Yeah.
You didn't what?
I didn't like the show as much as everybody else. I couldn't get over his
Which show?
loudest voice in the room. Couldn't get over his costume.
You just added in the room, just to be clear. Do you know that?
What?
Huh?
Loudest voice in the room?
It's just the loudest voice.
It's just called the loudest
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
My bad. Thanks for highlighting.
I thought you were saying he's the loudest voice in this room.
No, he just said I didn't like it in the loudest voice in the room, and I didn't know if that's like his nickname for it or.
I'm gonna look it up.
No, it's just the loudest voice.
No,
Yeah,
it's right there. It's like it
highlighted
says right
for
there.
you.
It's just the loudest
Let's see,
voice. But you're
highlighted.
looking
I'm the
at
host
it.
of TV Talk.
There it is.
Does that show exist anymore? Unclear.
You're right, loudest voice.
Outstanding.
You should stand up again and say that you're the host of TV
Outstanding performance by a female actor in a television movie or limited series: Patricia Arquette,
Yeah.
Toni Collette, Joey King, Emily Watson, Michelle Williams.
Classy Verdon,
Wow.
man.
I want Michelle Williams to win. She's great.
She is
Classy.
great.
I think she certainly will win this one. I think talking about somebody's to lose. I think this is hers to lose.
Did you guys see the act yet?
No, I didn't.
It's really good.
Okay.
I saw Escape at Demora, and
Oh, that's great.
that was excellent.
Yes.
Only relevant because Patricia Arquette, but
Right.
holy crap,
Agreed.
that was really great.
So now we're moving on to drama
You're right,
series.
loudest voice. You were right. Okay.
See, the morning show is
I think
nominated
it's
a
the
lot
loudest voice.
in the room.
I do that sometimes too. You know who does that more than anybody is Reilly. He just adds words to things. It's great.
So the morning show's
do.
being nominated a lot. Have you guys seen it?
No.
The morning show?
Yeah.
I didn't like the first 2 episodes, so I stopped watching.
Outstanding performance by male actor Sterling K. Brown, Steve Grell, Billy Crudup, Peter Dinklage, David Harbour. Okay.
Okay.
I think those are pretty standard. Shout out to David Harbour, though. I think he had a really excellent season.
And shout out to our David Harbour light, Mr. Ken Knapsack.
Just cause. For the same category in a drama series, female actor Jennifer Aniston. Wow, again with the morning show. Helena Bonham Carter. God, The Crown is so painfully boring. Olivia Colman, Jodie Comer.
Wait, what
Elizabeth Moss.
is boring?
What did you
The
say?
Crown.
The Crown.
Oh. Damn, man. Olivia Colman. I can watch her do anything. She's so fucking
but
great.
Elizabeth Moss, dude, this season for her on Handmaid's Tale, there was so many episodes that were just her. Just her, like, doing. Oh God, that show makes me want to off myself. In a good way.
Sure.
Male actor in a comedy series: Alan Arkin, Michael Douglas, Bill Hader, Andrew Scott, Tony Shalhoub. I don't know.
Shalhoub.
Thank you. I always mess up his name.
I
Thoughts?
love that Andrew Scott got that for Fleabag.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
he's
would
fantastic.
give him the win.
Over Bill Hader?
I would.
Oh,
I would
don't
give
know about
Andrew Scott
that.
the win. I think that he was. Did you watch Fleabag?
Have you
I
watched
think
Fleabag?
he's
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's great, but and Moriarty's like one of my favorite things ever. But Bill Hader is very. I mean, he carries that show, right? So because this is. I thought Andrew Scott should have been nominated for supporting.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I still think that he is the best part of the second season. Did you guys watch Kaminsky Method?
No, I
That
haven't seen it.
that show is so excellent.
That's the one with Jane Seymour.
Yeah, it's so excellent. I can't even explain it. But Alan Arkin and Michael Douglas both being recognized for it is great, especially this season. Michael Douglas had but it was more of a drama, I would say. I think it lacks. It's hard now.
I'm just happy Schitt's Creek is getting nominated because that's an excellent show. And
Yeah.
especially Catherine O'Hara.
Female actor in a comedy series: Christina Applegate, Alex Borstein, RHall, as Tiffany Haddish likes to say, Brahahan, Catherine O'Hara, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Great ones.
You think
across the
Phoebe's
board.
going to take it?
I don't.
Or you think Rachel?
Actually, no, I do. I think it's Phoebe. I think it's going to be Phoebe. I don't think Rachel's going to win this one. I'm kind of done talking about the SAG Awards. How do you guys feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go
we've
back and
covered
talk about marriage?
No, I really fucking don't want to talk about that. I really don't.
Oh, breaking news.
Is there breaking news?
The In the Heights trailer is released. It's a little teaser, but it's my #1 anticipated movie of next year, and it looks freaking amazing.
I'm excited for In the Heights.
Who's
It's my favorite
behind it?
musical. John M. Chu is directing it. He did Crazy Rich Asians. Anthony Ramos is the lead in it. John Cena is
John Cena is always
Yeah.
he's always
Wow.
good.
John Cena
What
should
in
be
the
in every
Heights
musical.
role is John Cena playing? Alex?
Probably the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the
see
lead.
I was definitely thinking that
Or the
as
Pete
well.
Ongo guy.
That's actually pretty exciting. Did you watch the teaser while you're in
looks
the
boring.
booth?
I did. I loved it.
And it looks good?
It looks amazing.
We'll have to check it out at a commercial.
Yeah.
Another thing that people are excited for, Home Alone?
Yeah.
Apparently not. Not in this room.
Yeah.
No, that's
sure,
not a thing.
yeah,
I need you to quit your attitude because I'm actually stoked on this.
Are
news.
you?
Are you really?
I'm stoked on the casting news.
Yes.
The casting news is good. I'll give it that. But and we'll couch it like this. This is not a Home Alone remake. This is a concept that is very similar to Home Alone. So internally and now out here in the world, they're calling it Home Alone, but it's going to be, as the report from Variety says, it's going to be a totally different title when it does come out. But yes, we have Jojo Rabbit star Archie Yates, Ellie Kemper, and Rob Delaney. And John Cena.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Are on board for a Disney Plus movie of a Home Alone-esque movie.
Oh, so it's
coming
going to
out.
be like a sort of old school Disney Family Channel movie then.
I-
because
I-
it's specifically
Let's
for Disney
watch
Plus.
a Disney
Yeah,
Channel
so sources
movie.
say Yates will not be playing the iconic Kevin McAllister role, but a new character in a similar premise to the original franchise. Though originally thought to be Yates' parents, sources are now saying that Kemper and Delaney will be playing someone else in the film, another couple not related to Yates. And so there you go. What do you make of this? Like calling it Home Alone, but like it's just similar. And I think that they're using this right now to kind of drum up some interest in Disney Plus by whispering the ever holy
Right.
Christmas movie that we all love, Home Alone.
I don't really. I mean, the first Home Alone is the movie I've seen the most in the theater with my family. We saw it like 10 times. We brought our own food, obviously, and it was great. We laughed. It's one of the most fun
Tacos?
of course, Christmas music or Christmas movies to watch. Great soundtrack, underrated soundtrack by John Williams. So I don't really care for a reboot, but the cast is great. I agree. I love Rob Delaney. If you guys haven't seen Catastrophe, the show, it's
You said
fucking
it right.
excellent. So yeah.
Okay. For me, I probably am the only person on the planet that said this from the announcement of this. I like doing a Home Alone movie. I like it being called Home Alone. I think that this should be called Home Alone, bitches were back. Not really that, but like
I
some
would
kind of
love to see
some
that
kind of
movie.
subtitle for the movie, like Home Alone, at it again. Home Alone, really alone this time. Home Alone, but seriously, like something Home Alone, whatever the next part
Secret
is.
of the Ooze.
Yeah, that's a weird one, but sure.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja
Archie Yates, yes.
He's great.
Yes. Yes to this. The cutest freaking kid. He's hysterical. His timing is excellent. I wonder if where is he from?
What do you mean, like in life or movies?
Like born.
Oh, I don't know.
He's British, isn't he?
I don't know because I obviously Jojo
I only
Rabbit,
saw him in
that's
Jojo
what makes
Rabbit,
Me
and
think
that's
that.
it.
Me too, and he was so great in that.
So good.
But is he British? Is he
I mean, his name's Archie. I don't know many American males named Archie.
except in the comic books?
He was British too.
What?
What?
He was the loudest voice in the world.
Nice.
Does it say? No, it just says Jojo.
I would love it
Rabbit.
if it said "fuck off."
Yeah, that'd be excellent.
Fuck off! You can't know where this kid's from because he's a kid.
I got you.
I wonder if it's now is it a British family?
I don't know. Well, here's so I
That's
went
what
over to
I'm asking.
THR. Let me give you the actual what their sources are saying is what the story will be for this new one, and that's Kemper and Delaney play a wife and husband who, in order to save their home from financial ruin, go to war with a kid who has stolen a priceless heirloom.
Ooh.
Yo,
That's not Home Alone.
Is that Kemper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that not look like her to you guys?
It didn't look like her at first, but once you...
It's a weird photo, but that looks like her.
She's getting older. Happens.
Older? It just doesn't look like her face.
Oh. Okay.
It's just a weird angle.
All right. Sure, why not? Let's open up those phone lines because it's been a
Yeah.
weird enough show as it is, guys.
Yeah.
Talk to us about Quentin Tarantino with Kill Bill. Talk to us about your love life, I guess.
Need some marriage
Talk
advice?
to us about
Don't
SAG
ask me.
Awards, Marvel. Let's talk Home Alone, or anything
not
else
Home
you guys
Alone.
want to talk about in the Heights. Thank you, Alex,
He's really
for that.
excited.
He is.
If you want to know more about Richard Jewell, Crisis on Infinite Earth, all of those great things. And for our call sound today, what do we want to do?
John Cena.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
I do
Ooh,
like
I
that.
do like
Whatever
that.
the hell that is.
Good.
Whoa,
Cody is
guys.
a whiz
He is.
on this soundbite.
Wait, remember when our headsets broke today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
fucking
Cody
fixed
fixed
them
them?
because he had a rock star. There you go.
Caller? Or you're just letting me know you're a rock star?
Hello,
Caller, you're on Flight
hey,
Line. What's your name?
here we
Where are
go,
you
here we
calling
go.
from?
this is Doug from Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Hey,
Doug.
Josh McCouga is crying and
Nope,
cheering
don't worry.
somewhere.
Josh McCouga hears this, so he's probably like, yes, somewhere.
Doug, talk to us. What do you have for us today?
So this is a couple weeks old, but I thought I'd get your reaction.
Okay.
The Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yes.
It was filmed mostly in Pittsburgh. A independent theater owner was prohibited from showing the movie in the first week in Penn Hills, which is basically Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Oh, boy.
Why was he prohibited?
Too small, I guess. They didn't think it would make enough money. He was not allowed to show it the first week. He would get it later.
That's weird.
And he complained. It got in the news here a little bit. He complained, "Oh, I'm affected by the traffic from when it's filmed, but I can't show the movie." So, just wondered what you thought
Doug,
about
how do you feel about it, being from Pittsburgh?
it. I think it's ridiculous. I think, if anything, if somebody wants to show a movie that's shot locally about a local hero, they should get the chance to do so.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for calling. Let's talk
Agreed.
about it.
Especially there, but this is just a bigger show for me of why there are certain filmmakers, a la Scorsese, that are going to streaming, and that is Ava DuVernay. Even said it when it was like the chance.
What?
Ava DuVernay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It came out weird. Thank
Ava
you, Roxy,
DuVernay
for pointing
even
out
said-
again that I can't fucking say names.
Actually, it's Ava DuVernay in the room.
In the room.
In the room, yeah.
In the
Ava
Heights.
DuVernay in the room.
Ava DuVernay in the Heights. Yeah.
No, but I think that this is a bigger sign that these filmmakers are not getting their movies out there because of these big theater chains. And maybe this isn't the biggest theater chain, but that they know that there's not going to be a lot of traffic, so they want to get it on streaming where people will see it and they have an audience.
That's so weird.
And it's happening more and more.
I was literally just telling Ben last night when we were getting popcorn at the movie that I just there it is that I just really like watching movies in the theater. Like I watched Marriage Story on Netflix and I was thinking I'd rather watch this in the theater. It's just a completely different experience, especially about somebody like Mr. Rogers who's a hero, and if he were here maybe times would be different. So I don't get it.
I agree. I love seeing it in theaters, but I'm now really noticing how difficult it is, especially when you're saving for a wedding for me and for us, the money that is involved to go to the theaters. Because I don't have all the what is going on here?
I'm listening to you.
I know, but what's going on with you?
You said a wedding, and then
she-
John
she-
whipped his head to look at me.
I want to see if she was
see.
okay. I
I
want to see if
see,
she was
I
okay. Let's
see.
check that.
That's
Are
a
you?
call.
Oh.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Caller, you're on Collider
no,
Live.
it's too
What's your
late.
name?
The
Where are you
moment's
calling
gone.
from? Cody
Fuck
was
it.
done with that.
Hey, guys, Sean from Boston.
Hey,
What's
Sean, how's
going
it going?
on? Talk to us. What do you got for us today?
All right, Kill Bill 3. I've been waiting for this as long as everybody has. But yeah, so we were talking about Vivica's daughter, et cetera, et cetera. My big thing is that Elle Driver is still out there alive with no eyes.
Right.
And I really want to see that.
She trains
I
her.
want to see that.
It takes a Boston guy to call in
Right.
with the good stuff.
That's a good
yeah.
call.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
thanks,
That's a
Sean.
good call.
Appreciate the call.
She trains Vivica Fox's daughter.
That's a great call.
Don't you think? A blind master.
Fuck yeah.
And it's a way to redeem Elle a little bit too, and get her to get revenge.
Because that's literally my favorite performance.
Of Daryl Hannah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's so great in it. I love it. Yeah.
Okay. I think that I'm just curious because of what Tarantino's quote was. That it was taking him a little bit to figure out some things. Like, I feel like we just figured it out real quick. So
he should just consult us when he makes his movies, apparently.
the consultants are like, what is he trying to go for? Something really different, really offbeat, something that we haven't thought of, completely different direction.
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, that is why he's Tarantino. He's probably smarter than us in certain things. Yeah.
Yeah, we come
like
out
most things.
We
right?
can figure out moments, but like connecting the moments, that's kind of his job.
Should we take one more call before we go
Let's do
before we go to break and come back for this movie
Best
game?
movies
Yeah,
of the
caller,
decade.
you're on Clyde Alive. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey guys, Mario from Puerto Rico. How you guys doing?
Hey, Mario,
Hey.
¿cómo estás?
Todo bien, todo bien. In case you guys don't pick up my call or anything before Christmas,
Okay.
Merry Christmas and Feliz Navidad.
Feliz
Feliz
Navidad.
Navidad.
Have a fantastic holiday. So yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, John.
Yeah.
Why don't you just celebrate? Well, celebrate now. Why don't you propose in Puerto Rico? You gotta think about that, man.
Puerto Rico?
Where in Puerto Rico?
Why does he have to think about that?
Why didn't you think about that?
You know, propose in Puerto Rico is the Caribbean. It's perfect. You know, warm weather.
Puerto Rico.
You got to think about that, man.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point, Mario.
Yeah, Mario. Okay.
Where in Puerto Rico should John propose?
Puerto Rico's that's a rough country though, Mario. Don't lie. It's not an easy country to navigate. Oh, we losing?
What do you mean? It's a
You know.
What do you mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It's not a bad idea, actually. All right. Puerto Rico.
It's where the people from In the Heights are from.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's even more dangerous.
Guys, seriously, Mario, thank you so much for calling. Seriously, like the weirdest last hour. I mean,
It's weird.
John proposed to his effing girlfriend, and then it
Oh.
went all like crazy from there.
Mark has a big head.
Apparently.
Mark's
I have a
head
big
is
head.
massive. It's
Really?
just so big.
It's like so small.
And
It's actually it's
Mine
so
is larger
small,
than this.
Yeah.
and never forget, we all have the loudest voices in the room. We'll be back after this commercial with a baller-ass game that we put together. We're going to do our top 10 movies of the last
Yes.
decade, one per year, and we're going to compare it to the Collider list by Matt Goldberg. So we'll see you guys in a minute. I love being drunk on a mountain in a hot tub.
Oh, the fucking dog at the building. God damn.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Dory. What's up, guys? It's your boy Dory. What's up, guys? It's your boy Dory.
Hey everyone, this is John Rocha. My name is John Paul Jones.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Want some poopies? You want a glass of milk?
Track! Bro! 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 Bro!
Wow.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
What a twist! What a twist!
Sit down! Sit down!
God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Shut the fuck
hey,
up!
you're...
I'm gonna beat that ass. And I'm gonna beat that ass. And I'm gonna beat that ass.
I want some candy ass!
Make it big.
You want
Look
like,
at
yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Because the one
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to fucking sleep.
And I'm sorry, I've been trying so hard to swallow this, but I cannot.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I've been trying so hard to swallow this, but I cannot.
I don't remember that one.
I will go into these people.
I do remember that one. I just pooped my pants.
Johnson.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Dorian. What's up, guys? It's your boy Dorian. What's up, guys? It's your boy Dorian. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? It's your boy Dorian.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Ben.
I'm allergic.
To almonds?
You're fucked. We're back with Collider Live. Thinking of allergies, I miss you, Josh McCouga.
I know. I always miss Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is like a royalty-free music that
Only you
is
would take it
ripping
like
off
that.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I love it.
Just gonna say.
Are you guys turning it louder at that part?
Yes.
Welcome back to Collider Live, the best show on the YouTubes and the place where we talk about everybody's love but my own. And also movies. So let's get right into this, guys. Collider.
But also movies.
But also movies. Collider did a list of the top 25 movies of the 2010s. Thank you, Matt Goldberg, for doing this.
Where'd you get the cookie?
Dude, I just had such a clean transition into what we were doing
I know,
to clip
I'm
it
sorry,
out.
but I really want... Oh, you want to clip this out? Sorry. Okay, never mind. Let's rewind and re-edit this. Please,
No,
Cody.
I get it though, because for the love of cookies, man, sometimes you got to stop things for cookies. So what we're gonna do is we all put together our list of our top 10 movies.
Roxy,
Just
trial.
everything about this is fucking golden.
I love it. It's fucking epic.
Put together our list of our top 10 movies of the decade. And each one of our 10 comes from a different year of the 2010s. So we had to pick one from 2010 every year up to 2019. So 10 movies to compare with Matt Goldberg's top 25. So he has 25. We only did 10 each. And we are going to have we have not seen Matt's list.
No, we have not seen Matt's list.
Cody is the only looker of the list. Maybe Alex too, because they're next to each other. And they will be looking at the 25 list. We're each going to start at 10 and then go all the way up to our the movie of 2019. So we're going to start 2010, go to 2019. And each year, we're going to ask Cody if any of our movies are on Matt's 25 list. Everybody clear on the rules of the game?
Boom.
Clear.
Yes.
Also, do you want the rest of the cookie?
Yes.
Wasn't for me.
Also,
Fuck
do you
yeah.
think
Want some cookies?
how
I said
many of
yes.
our
I said
movies
yes.
will appear on Matt Goldberg's list? Do we want to give an estimate now? What's the matter?
Postmates canceled my fucking order.
Again?
Yeah, I know.
We've been having so much problem.
Why
You
do they
have.
keep
How did that do
canceling
that?
on you?
Continue with your question.
Why do they cancel?
I don't know.
Because the restaurant's overworked at that time, but then don't accept my order, bitch.
Yeah. That's
We're all
fucked
playing
up.
this for you guys. It is effed up.
No, I was
What
just
was
wondering.
your question? Do we want
to estimate through in the room here how many of our movies will actually make it on Matt Goldberg's list, or is it a big
I
fat
believe so.
goose egg?
Everybody look at your own list and think about how many actual movies.
I say 5 of mine.
I say 3
Yeah?
of mine.
I would say one of mine. I think one of mine will make it on Matt's list.
I say 2.
Okay, great. So starting with 2010, Darina, we'll start every round with you. In 2010, what is the top movie of the year?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh.
Okay.
It's probably not on Matt's list, but it is the best movie of that year. It's so good.
Inception.
The Social Network.
Mine is also Social Network.
Yeah. Or Social Network.
That's probably in Matt's list.
In the room. Cody, can you officially tell us, are any of those on Matt's list?
We have 2 movies that you guys said are on there. You
I
want me to
think
tell
it's
you?
probably not Darina's.
No, of course not.
All right, so Inception and Social Network are both on there?
Inception and Social Network. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the one I thought was going to be on his list.
For sure.
That was the one I
think
thought.
from here on out, I might not be, but I might have one more. All right, 2011.
Also not on Matt's list, but should be The Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, nice.
Let's see where we go.
You think that is the top movie of 2011?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. I have Moneyball.
Good choice.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
love Moneyball.
The Descendants.
Oh, I love that
That's a
movie
good one.
too.
That's a good one.
I love that movie.
Mine is Warrior.
Oh, I was
it's good.
so
I
close.
thought about it for a hot second there, but
So
yeah.
close.
All right, any of those, Cody?
No. Also, Cabin in the Woods came out in 2012.
Damn it!
Wow.
I fucked up the
Okay,
game.
as you know, you
Darina
are
can't play the game.
disqualified.
Darina does not know the game. Darina.
New song.
Well, we're
Fuck, Cody.
going to go to...
No, you're wrong, Cody. It says 2011.
It came out in 2012, I thought.
Oh,
before
never mind.
Avengers.
Google's wrong. And right.
Hold on. We're also looking. We're
Yeah.
looking it up, guys.
No, you're right. You're correct.
Okay.
Release date March 9,
Darina
2012.
doesn't know the game.
I fucked
Darina
up.
isn't
Can I
really lame.
change it?
Darina's on the game.
Can I
We got it
change
right here,
it?
guys.
Well, Darina, here's the question for you now, though, because as we get to 2012,
No, because-
which of your movies are you going to pick?
No, because here's the thing. Instead of Cabin in the Woods, I was going to pick another one for 2011.
Okay.
If
So
I
what was
remember
it?
what it was. Oh, the remake of Fright Night is what I had.
The
Oh,
remake
Fright
of
Night.
Fright Night. I'm
Correct.
guessing
Fright
that's
Night.
probably not going to be on Matt
Definitely not.
Goldberg's
It's his
list.
number 1.
Wow.
No, it's not on here.
All right, so but for 2012 now, Darina, you're going to have a decision to make.
Oh, no, yeah, I have one.
Is it going to be the one that you just said?
No,
Okay.
it is The Master, which I think should be on Matt's list.
It's probably on his list, but okay.
You didn't like it?
It was good enough.
I have Django Unchained.
Good choice.
Yeah. Hell's yes.
I went back and forth on The Master, but in the end, I was like, what do I think it's the best? Skyfall. I think Skyfall is the best
It's
film.
the top movie.
I toyed with it. Yeah.
Of 2012, I said Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, good movie.
well.
None of the
That's all right.
above.
None of the above.
No,
No,
Master's
even-
not on there.
Django Unchained is not on there.
Did I stutter?
Damn.
Cody,
Okay.
to answer your question, you did not.
2013, the top movie of 2013, Darina.
Before Midnight.
Okay, I definitely think that's going to be on his list.
It's a fucking great
It's on
movie.
most people's lists.
Great trilogy.
Excellent trilogy.
Wolf of Wall Street.
That's definitely going to be on the list also.
I echo Wolf of Wall Street.
For sure going to be on the list. Mine is Prisoners.
Ooh, I was very close.
Okay, let's hear the results, Cody.
Nope.
Wow.
None of them.
Wolf of
Before
Wall Street.
Midnight, man. What
Wolf
the
of
hell,
Wall
Matt?
Street is not on there?
I had one. Mine was The World's End, and it's on there.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
Damn.
That was my second choice.
All right, 2014, guys. We're getting to 2014. The top movie of 2014, Darina.
My favorite Wes Anderson movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
choice.
I was so close to putting that on there, but I went with Whiplash, which was my favorite of that year.
Fair enough. Interstellar is my choice.
Wow.
I love that.
Best
I don't
soundtrack
like
of the
Yeah.
decade.
I don't like that movie very much. Whiplash is also mine for
Wow,
2014.
fancy.
Whiplash
You
is
guys
mine.
are on a cold streak.
Of course we are. Of course we are.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Bizarro. 2015. Top movie of 2015. D.
Mad Max Fury Road. Furry Road.
Furry Road.
Furry Road. Not Fury Road.
That's the
but-
porno,
Yeah,
remember?
exactly.
And that's your favorite movie that year. Okay.
I
Loved that porn. Watched it 182
So good.
times.
The correct answer is Sicario, the best movie of that year.
What's happening?
Live show, John.
Live show. John.
Do it, do it, do it, do
Damn
it.
it, you're right.
No.
Sicario.
No, you
What
can't
did you
change
do?
it.
I had Mad Max Fury Road
For
first.
2015, you had
yes,
Mad Max.
but I have champion Sicario.
Sicario
from
is
day one. It's the
by
best film of
far the
2015.
best movie
Wow, I thought
of that year.
I thought you were having a health issue.
Me
That's
too.
it.
I was
I thought
struggling
you
with
were.
my brain.
I thought you were gonna say
So which
my,
one? What's your official answer?
A Sicario.
Okay.
You're right.
My top movie of 2015 is The Lobster.
Oh, that's a good
that's
one.
such a
I
good
bet that's
movie.
on there. Is it on there, Cody?
It's not.
So Roke is going to be pissed. Mad Max Fury Road is on there.
Hey,
But Sicario is
because
not.
it should be.
Oh well.
Sicario is not on there.
Okay.
Also, I had just really quick to shout out to another great movie that year, which is Magic Mike XXL.
Yeah.
Checking in, how many people have had how many things on Matt's list? Darina, how many did you have on his list so far?
I got 2. I got
Reilly.
no. I just have one.
One.
I
Reilly, what do
just
you
have one with Inception.
Wait, Grand Budapest Hotel was on there, wasn't he?
No.
Oh, so yeah,
What do you
just
have?
Mad Max.
What
I
do you
think I
so
just
far?
have Social Network
I
because
just
I
have
took
Social
Mad
Network
Max
also,
very
so we
early.
only have one. We
Alex
each have
has two.
All right. What's your other one, Alex, that you had?
World's End and Social Network.
And Social Network. Okay.
World's End.
Let's
Give me a
go to
break.
2016. Top movie of 2016. D.
This was hard, so I went with Arrival.
I went back and forth so much, but I didn't end
Yeah.
up going with that. Arrival's amazing.
Yeah, I went with Arrival.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah. Denis for the win 2 years in a
You
row.
all went with Arrival. Wow.
Yeah, that movie.
What did you go with,
That
Roxy?
movie's next level.
I feel hurt because I feel that, but I went with Scott Mance and I went La La
La La
Land.
Land. Okay.
Good movie.
Yeah.
It's an excellent movie.
Yeah.
Arrival, they are equal to me.
They're really great. Yes.
Let's check them with the list.
Nope.
Nothing.
Neither.
No dice.
Nothing. Arrival.
Matt, what did you
Arrival.
watch?
Arrival is not on there.
I bet Moonlight's
It's not on there, Mark.
Moonlight is on there,
I bet
probably.
Cody,
yeah.
are you saying Arrival is not on there?
But when you say
Arrival's not
Moonlight,
on
do you
that
mean to say La La Land, or when I said La La Land, did I mean to say Moonlight?
I would never say La La Land. Moonlight. I hate that movie.
By the way, the chat's
Did you get my
going
joke?
crazy right now. I love what you
Fade
guys
down
are doing. Everybody's putting in theirs, and
Oh, that's great.
God, it's
We'll
all
check
over.
in. We'll check in with them real soon. Let's get to 2017 though. Dorina, what did you have for 2017?
My favorite romantic comedy of the year, Phantom Thread. Paul Thomas Anderson.
It's literally one of my least favorite movies of the day.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking love that movie so
Yeah,
much.
uh-huh.
My favorite Paul Thomas
Mark, what do you got?
Again, the correct answer is Get Out.
That's a great one.
That is
That
a
was
good
my
answer.
that was my second option. Yes.
You're both wrong. It's Logan.
Ah, that was my
I
third
was
option.
close. I was
Yay.
close with
And I
Logan.
think you're all wrong. It's Wonder Woman.
Nicely done.
No
Dude, that
way
was-
Wonder Woman's on his list.
That
Cody?
was a great
We
year.
got Reilly and Alex back on the board. Get Out is on there.
How is Phantom Thread not on there?
Okay,
'Cause
so
it's not
so
on there,
Alex has
Dorina.
3 matching, and Reilly has 2 matching,
I have
and
2.
Dorina Rocha and I have 1.
Yeah, I was wrong.
All right, let's go to 2018. Top movie of 2018.
There
D.
is no way this is on Matt Goldberg's list, but it is the best movie of the decade. That is Mandy.
Okay.
I knew you were going to pick Mandy.
still haven't seen it.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
First Man.
Wow.
Good one.
Wow.
Wow.
I love First Man.
It was a great
I
movie.
wanted
Okay.
to go with
Really good movie.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but First Man, I just love it.
Mine is A Star Is Born.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I champion it hard.
I love that movie.
I was between Mandy and Annihilation, but that wouldn't be
Annihilation's
on
good.
Matt
Oh, I
Goldberg's list
hated the
either.
ending of Annihilation. Cody checking in.
The only one that you got was Reilly with Spider-Man into the
Oh,
Spider-Man.
I'm at
Riley got
3.
3.
Nice.
Damn.
All right.
All right,
Nice.
let's get to 2019. This year, the top movie of this year.
It is Roxy's not favorite movie, my favorite movie, also of the decade, Parasite.
Mm.
I thought you were going to say Last Christmas.
How dare
Definitely not. Yes?
Oh, am I up? I was
Yeah.
just waiting.
Live show guy.
Live show guy.
Wait,
Cody's like, let's keep this
I
going.
just want to be clear. We are at 2019. We have gone in the same order the entire time. What do you mean, am I up?
No, I thought there was a conversation happening, and I wanted to let you finish. Look into it, Rox.
Mark, you are up.
Okay. Booksmart is my pick.
Top movie of the year.
Right
Booksmart.
now, yeah.
Okay.
1917. Hand down.
See, that
hands
what's
down.
challenging is I'm not seeing that till Saturday.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That it could be, but mine is Jojo Rabbit.
And
No,
I
I
need
thought you
to
were going to
see-
say Bombshell.
It to me, it is my favorite movie of this year.
Right.
I'm trying to think of top, and I think Jojo Rabbit is the one in like 5 years, 10 years from now that I'm really going to think this year was the one.
Can I talk about that? Because going back for you guys, going to this list.
I want to hear if any of those were on there.
Oh, right.
Oh.
So Dorina and Alex got it. Parasite is on
Yeah.
there.
Nice.
So I need to see Parasite and Jojo Rabbit
So-
because I think those are 2 that I'm going to love.
Alex
I just
and
feel like-
Mark both had 4 on
I
there,
had 3.
or 3, 3 that were on there. Alex. Hello.
Hello?
How many did you have, Alex?
Live show, guys.
Hello.
Live show.
Live show.
What the f was that, Alex?
I'm trying to give Alex the link so we can put it on the TV for later. But yeah, go.
Okay.
I had 4.
Okay, so Alex
four.
won
So
with
Alex
4.
wins.
You had
Damn
3.
right.
I had 1. You had 1.
I think 1. Yeah.
I had 2.
And you had 2. Okay, so dead last. Way to go. It's a place I feel very comfortable.
I'm okay with it.
Aww.
Riley, what were you going to
Now
say?
you guys can be friends instead of acquaintances.
I actually loved doing this because it really shows you that I don't know how you guys could be critics, come out of a movie and just immediately go, this is what I love. Because revisiting how I feel about these movies, they've changed so much over time. It is like morphed and changed the more I either watched it, the more it's sunk in, the impact it's made on pop culture and the movie landscape. These are so many things that I loved about coming up with this list, was really going back and going, wow, this movie that I thought was my favorite of that year has changed so many times, and I just love this exercise, if you want to call it that.
I had a
it's
question.
malleable for sure.
Yeah.
It's forever changing for me.
I was questioning more for myself as to like which movies of these that I'm choosing are actually rewatchable to me, right? Like which of these movies I'm like that.
That's where I was
trying to decide, like between like Amandia and Annihilation, right? Like I love them both, but what am I going to actually sit down there and like watch over and over again? And that was hard.
Yeah.
Mine was mostly about the years. Us doing one a year was really challenging for me because there were some movies on there that I was like, this year was a little weaker, and there are some years that were a lot stronger. I do want to check out what was Matt Goldberg's top 10, and then anybody who wants to see his top 25 can go to Collider.com /top movies of the 2010s. So let's look at his top 10 if you guys just want to read them off. Booth Boys, starting with
I'll
10.
read it off here. I guess Alex is scrolling. You know what, Alex, forget it. I'll just read it off. Okay. Number 10 is the Lego Movie.
What? Boom. Okay.
I think that makes sense.
Fair enough.
It's a good movie.
Yep. Number 9.
Number 9 is 13th.
Boom.
13th.
I believe that was Ava DuVernay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't
Number
see it.
8 is kind of cheating. The Mission Impossible franchise.
That is definitely cheating.
That is cheating.
Matt, you
Yeah,
cheater.
that's cheating.
Okay.
Number 7 is Get Out.
Boom.
All right.
Great
Number
movie.
6 is Moonlight.
Boom. Great movie.
Number 5 is Her.
Boom.
Oh,
Yes.
I like Her.
One of my
Fuck.
favorites.
What
One of my
year is that
favorites.
from?
That was
We already know you like her. You
2013.
proposed.
Hey-o. Number 4, Exit Through the Gift Shop.
The Banksy documentary.
Okay.
Number 3, this is controversial, 21 Jump Street. Boom. For number 3.
Okay.
What?
For number 3.
Number 3, Matt.
I like
Cody,
the
are
movie,
you
but-
saying at number 3?
Number 3 was 21 Jump
And
Street.
you're
decade.
sure it's not Arrival?
It's not Arrival.
Damn.
Do you guys think that number 2 is 22 Jump Street?
Probably.
It is not, because number 2 is Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Less
Number
It's
one.
actually Furry Road.
Number 1, you guys want to guess?
Social
Yeah.
Network.
It's going to be
Yeah.
Social
Wait.
Network.
Yep, I agreed.
All
Inception.
right, well, it's Social Network.
Yeah.
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 What a weird
I get it. You
thing
know
to
what?
insert 21 Jump Street on there.
That high.
I mean, but
That high is really where it gets me.
that's not top. He
No,
has. I mean, that's
no.
like the most biased.
Those are his favorites.
Yeah, clearly.
It's going back to our conversation that we were
But that's what
having.
I love. It brings conversation. Matt Goldberg, great job with that list, whether we agree or not. Again, if you want to check out his top 25, then make sure you go to Collider.com. Wow, whose list did you guys at home like the best? I'm curious. What are they saying in the chat
So-
rally? What are their own lists? Who are they agreeing with? Who are they hating?
People were just kind of playing along with us as we did the years. They would put theirs in. So
Everybody's yelling
all over
out,
the board.
Get
all
Out,
over the board.
Logan a lot.
Yeah.
I see The Help here
Black
for
Panther,
2011.
The Favorite.
Scott
Favorite's
Pilgrim
excellent.
a couple times.
A lot of people like Scott Pilgrim because it's a great movie.
The Artist. I'm seeing The Artist. Yeah.
That's one of
The
those that won
Oscars
the Oscar
agrees.
that nobody watched again.
Right.
I watched it.
But again, I mean,
Oh,
like for
no.
the second
It goes
time.
in the crash pile.
What?
It goes in- oh, yeah.
You know what I realized though? I love Her so much.
Her is great.
That I would probably change that and set up before midnight. I love both of them, but Her was just like it's one of my favorite sci-fi movies of recent years. It's just fantastic.
I love Dark Knight Rises.
Blind Spotting was put in here. That was very, very close to going on mine.
It's
That's
an excellent movie as well.
excellent movie.
Excellent movie as well. I'd be curious. I've been seeing a lot of this. I'm wondering if we want to do one for next week of television.
I'd be down. Because
That's
there's
really-
actually a Collider.com article on that. So yeah.
Really, yeah. That will be a lot more challenging for me. This was hard too.
Can you guys, including you, Cody and Alex, can you guys pick your favorite movie of the decade?
Favorite or top?
Favorite.
You mean
Yes.
the 2010s?
Yes.
Which isn't that what we just did?
No, just one. I mean,
Just
you just
one.
pick one.
Social
Like,
Network.
what's your favorite? So that's your
think
favorite.
still-
So same as Matt.
I think that's going to be a classic they play on TCM and everything like down the road.
Okay.
It's an incredible film.
I don't know yet. I think it's
yeah.
Warrior.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that movie touched my whole soul, and I've probably seen it now like 15 times, and like all the way through, and then more times, just segments. It's so good, and also what that is like a primer to me. I watch it when
Right.
I need something.
Right. So it actually like
I think it's
like a
probably
movie that
Warrior.
it's like a Roxy movie.
Yeah.
Got it. What, Cody, Alex, you guys got one?
Alex.
I'm gonna go with Whiplash.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's a perfect movie to me.
Whiplash is
Cody, Mark.
Going with Ex Machina.
Nice, very nice choice. Ooh.
It's from Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Mark,
If
did
it
you
wasn't
say yours?
obvious.
No, I haven't. It's hard. I'm either it's between an Arrival and a Sicario. I think those are two movies I would watch over
Both
and over
Denis.
again. Yeah. Both Denis. Denis is just next level for me.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I almost put
Yours is-
2049 on one of my.
Did you say yours was Parasite?
Really? Almost.
I'm in between like Mandy, Parasite, Her. I love those movies so much. Phantom Thread. I know people don't like it, but I
can't
love
be
it.
Her. It didn't even make your list.
I know. That's why I'm sad about it. I mean, well, let's think about it. What am I gonna rewatch? Mandy is like I'm obsessed with it. I think it's one of the most revolutionary movies that nobody saw.
Okay, so I have to see it.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like it, but if you take a little edible, maybe you'll love it.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, you'll at least appreciate it. It's so weird,
It's
but it's
original.
groundbreaking visually.
I
like
super
like
appreciate Parasite.
Yeah,
I just didn't.
No, but Mandy is like an acid trip. It's like it has all of these different genres. It goes on like an 80s action horror movie. It's also a slow moving sci-fi movie with like pink and bright purple colors. It's amazing to watch.
Let's close out the show today by taking some calls to hear number one movie of the decade, top movie of the decade. Would love to open up the phone lines and get the people. Also, let's keep pulling from the chat to see what they're saying in there. So many. It was a good decade for movies.
It was.
It was a good decade.
I would agree.
Yeah, everybody's still talking about Logan, Ex Machina, Sicario.
Better than the previous decade?
I'd have to look at it. Like we'd have to do it again. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned Winter Soldier. That's a good one too.
I would say that I go back to the 2010s movies more than the 2000s movies, like the first part of the decade.
Do you go to the 90s movies more than either of those? No.
Nah. I'm not a 90s kid. I'm an 80s movie kid. Hell yeah. 80s all day.
90s all
Well, I'm an 80s kid. Oh, we got a call.
Caller, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? What's your favorite movie of the decade?
My name is John Paul Jones.
Hey, he's back.
Paul Jones. So you can call me John Paul Jones.
Love that.
John Paul Jones.
What's going on? What's your favorite movie of the decade? Do you know?
So when it comes to my favorite, rewatchability is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give a shout out to Eddie the Eagle.
Cool. That's a great
all-around
movie.
feel-good
Yeah.
movie from Dexter Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Love
That's my
that pick.
favorite.
Thanks so much for
It's
the
a good
call.
one.
Eddie the Eagle.
That's a good
I
movie.
never saw it.
I
You
feel
never
like it's
You want to feel
But I love it's
uplifted in just
original.
all of everything in life. Watch that movie. It just is like a feel good movie.
What year did it come out?
2000.
probably between 2010 and this year.
16?
I feel like 2016, 2015.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's 16.
It's the guy who directed Rocket Man, Dexter
Yeah.
Fletcher. Yeah.
And also finished out Bo Rap.
Yeah, Bo Rap.
Let me see
We
here.
have a mutual friend.
Bo Rap.
2016.
Oh, 16. Good job.
Caller, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? This is Eddie from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Hey, what's your favorite movie of the decade? Do you know?
Favorite movie of the decade? I'll have to go with Moonlight.
Nice.
Oh, nice choice.
Moonlight. I
Really
don't think
good.
it was on any of our ultimate lists, was it?
But it was on Max.
Goldberg's list.
You guys didn't pick it. I don't know why.
It's a great movie.
It is a really good movie. I agree.
Well, I gotta say this though. The best year of the decade for movies was 2012.
Best year?
No, 2013.
Okay.
2013.
2013. What was?
That was the year of Her,
What do you
Before
have?
Midnight, Only Lovers Left
Yup.
Alive. Was on the-
Gravity, 12 Years a Slave, American Hustle.
Okay.
Okay. I think this year and 2010, those were the.
Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
I
Yikes.
considered it.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Alright,
much
but
for.
yeah.
Thanks for calling in. We really appreciate it. I love how everybody's got something different.
Mm-hmm.
All different. Caller, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Holy shish kebabs. This is Chris from Orange County.
Holy shish
Chris.
kebabs!
Chris from Orange
up, Chris?
County. What's with the shish kebabs?
I like to say that. I don't know. Like, well, it's from Ace Ventura when nature calls.
Nice.
Like Shawshank Redemption. Chicago.
I like it a lot. What's
Bumblebee
your
tuna.
favorite movie of the decade? You got one?
Yes, of course I got one. It's obviously Drive with Ryan Gosling.
Nice.
I was very close to adding
One
Drive.
of my top soundtracks of the decade.
Yeah, that's one of my top soundtracks too. D, look at us again.
Yeah, we agree on shit.
Word. Orange County brought us together. Who would have guessed?
I know, right?
Cool. I like that pick. Thanks for calling in.
I just
okay,
bought,
bye.
I just bought the album over the weekend at Barnes & Noble for Drive.
Isn't it great?
Because I just got a record
good.
player a few weeks ago, and so I was like, I'm like picking stuff up.
Can I come over and bring my records and ask your girlfriend to marry me?
Absolutely.
Just have to wait for the right commercial during it.
Weird. Caller, you're on Glide Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, wow, 2 days in a row. It's Kevin from New York.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's your favorite movie of the decade? Do you know?
As of today, I'd probably say Mad Max.
Nice.
It's a movie that you wouldn't see made today, and it knocks out of the park in every category.
I think that Mad Max, when I was looking at these top 100 lists on people, was the one that was on everyone's list. It crossed the board. So a lot of people agree with you, Kevin.
Yes.
Thanks for the call. Really appreciate it.
It's just one of those things where it's the way it was produced, right? When you see the behind the scenes as to what George Miller and his crew came up with, it's really impressive, and they don't make movies like that anymore.
Rina, no Blade Runner on your list?
2049?
Yeah.
No, I liked it, but it's not. I mean,
You didn't
I
love
love
it?
the first one so much, and I know some people love the sequel the most, but that's not who I am. Like there's already, if you guys check out RB3 and Andres Cabrera Ace's Meaning of podcast, we literally just talk about both movies. Yeah, I love it.
Caller on Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
J-Dog from New Hampshire. Hey, guys.
Yo.
J-Dog. What's the best movie of the decade?
I'm going to agree with Rocha on this one. I tweeted him last week about it. Skyfall, not only my number one movie of 2012 like his, but mine in the overall decade. I just think it was the best James Bond movie in years. That includes Casino Royale, which I know is not the most popular opinion.
Let me ask you this. When you tweeted at Rocha, did he respond?
No, it's fine.
Did I like the tweet, though?
I think no, it's okay. It's seriously.
I usually try to like it.
Out and it's in Twitterverse, we're okay.
I usually try to like it if I can't respond to it. But I appreciate you tweeting at me, and I agree with you. Skyfall is the best Bond movie, and Daniel Craig is the best Bond ever, in my opinion.
I never saw it.
It's awesome. No, I love it. And before I let you guys go, I was fighting for 2015 for a couple of these movies. I saw Spectre, which was not a great movie at all. I get that.
Yeah.
Even
Creed
with Monica Bellucci.
and Concussion.
Creed.
How about that?
Creed
Creed FTW.
I seriously consider.
Yeah, I'm with you on the concussion train. I think that movie, people don't love that movie enough. Will Smith does an incredible job in that movie, and it's a fantastic film about the CTE situation going on in the NFL.
Right.
I wish more people loved that movie.
J-Dog, thank you so much
It's
for
going to
calling
age
in.
well down the line, guys.
I think so, too, Jim.
All right, we'll see. It's almost like we should do these for the decade prior to see how things do age.
Like real quick in 5 minutes?
And how our tastes have changed as well.
Why? You could do it for the decade prior real quick in 5 minutes? You have a computer in front of you, man.
Oh, fair enough.
Good job, Roxy. Caller on Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Lydia from Georgia.
Hey, Lydia.
Lydia.
Great name.
Welcome to the show. What's your top movie of the decade? Do you know?
Well, first off, the Harry Potter fan in me would be disappointed if I didn't mention Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1 and 2, because both were actually in this decade.
Yeah.
But I'll actually go with The Raid 2 overall for my movie.
Oh, nice.
Which one? I missed. The Raid 2.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good poll, yeah.
Lydia,
Okay.
who are you, Lydia?
Lydia.
Nice.
Yeah, let's hang out.
Lydia, appreciate it. You got everybody's eyebrows raised.
You an MMA
Yeah,
fighter
I'll
or
watch
something?
it. Oh yeah, I'm into MMA. I don't actually do it, but I'm into that kind of stuff and honestly, it's weird. I'm a Christian and all, but violence is just, I don't know, it's my thing.
Let me tell you about the Crusades if you want to talk about violence.
Lydia, what was your favorite of the year? Do you have one of this year so far?
Okay, so I've been able to see a lot of the ones that you guys have mentioned. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to see Peanut Butter Falcon and Parasite. Just haven't. Well, I missed Peanut Butter Falcon, but Parasite
digital.
just didn't come out around my area. But I think from the ones I've seen, it's really between. I'm a huge nerd, so Endgame is up there. I'm gonna give it to Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
Because I just love
Winning.
what Taika Waititi was able to do, with the heavy topic, and what he was able to do by making it as fun yet serious, and you literally laugh and cry. I think that's just amazing to be able to do that. And
Lydia.
so, yeah, I have to, and I think that's probably my favorite performance from Scarlett Johansson too.
Not only did you call into Vagina Live and make me very happy, but you picked the same best movie of the year as me. Lydia's my twin, guys.
Roxy, I told you, I don't know if you remember, but I called whenever Christian, it was his last day, and I told you, I got your back.
Hell yeah, Lydia. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. You rock. Thank you so much for calling in. Thanks,
That's so.
Lydia.
I love what she said. It's so true. That's how I feel about that movie. Everybody watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
Cody, did you say what your best of the decade was?
I did. It was Ex Machina.
Ex Machina, yeah. Wow. You've got interesting taste, man.
I have great taste.
You do, Cody. You really do.
That's one way
Except
of
for
putting
Batman
it.
Returns, but everything else is correct.
Guys, should we take one more call before we head out of here?
Let's do it.
One more. All right. Caller, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, gang? This is Zoo from Philly.
What's up, Philly?
What's up?
Did you say your name is Zoo?
Yeah, Zoo Bear. It's an Islamic name.
What kind of zoo?
He said
Is it a Zoobly Zoo? Hey.
Nope. Nope.
Well, I missed that, but thank you so much for calling in. What is your top movie of the decade?
I'm going with The Revenant.
The Revenant.
Ooh, The Revenant.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. That's
I thought he said 11.
Me too.
The Revenant.
Haven't seen 11.
I think. What do you think about Revenant's rewatchability, man?
Three is the max.
Yeah.
But
it's a great answer.
It's a good movie, though.
It is. It's an excellent movie. Just in terms of rewatchability, I agree with you. 3 is the max.
I've never heard anyone put a number on a rewatchability.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in, Zoo, I believe. Philly man.
Cool name.
Appreciate the call.
Respect.
Guys, that's it for Collider Live today. We got super weird. Everybody send tweets to John Rocha. Hopefully at least heart some, responds. Let him know that you support his endeavors in proposing to his girlfriend on the couch.
Watch the In the Heights trailer.
Watch the In the Heights trailer. Thank you to Alex, to Cody, to the most evil one, to Rina, to Mark Reilly, to John Rocha, Rina, Reilly, Rocha, Roxy, and Cody and Alex. Weird as hell. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Collider Live.